from the laptop.
Yeah.
Right? The laptop computer.
Exactly.
What up, Sushis? This is another episode of Human Sushi.
I have a question. Why do you always look at me when you do this shit?
Because your face is what
This
makes
shit
me
is
do it.
aimed like directly at me. I'm convinced that you're out to just
Your
like
face is fucking priceless, man. Like,
You're-
that is exactly why I do that shit.
It's like when the barber's taping you up and you stare at him while he's taping.
yeah. Where else am I supposed to look, bro?
Now you gotta close your eyes.
Honestly, I'm not even looking at you. I'm like blacked out. Like I'm blanked out.
I know. I could feel that there's no one like there. and
There's
shit,
no one
man.
behind the register.
But still, it's like you're always looking at me when you're doing this crazy shit.
Because your face is just motivating.
Because you do it just to fuck with me.
Yeah,
How much percent is just to fuck with me?
all of it.
All of it. 100%.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
yeah.
I'm not surprised. Dog.
It's fucking fun.
Shout out to Nate Diaz.
Oh,
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. This
Good
weekend's
reference.
gonna be a
Good
good
reference.
one, but
Yeah.
we'll get to that. We'll get to
Yeah.
that. First, let's get to our guest, man. I'm actually, this guest was our first guest, bro.
I know.
Oh yeah.
The
what?
first guest we ever had on the
Yes.
show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, if we're not counting Soup, because Soup is kind of like
Family. That's
he's
family.
he's
Yeah.
he helped start the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a founder.
But the first guest we had on the show was Tropic. And we
Okay.
did that shit at the old studio and shit, man. So
Yeah.
man, I'm
Okay.
happy to have you back, brother.
Yes,
It's good to be here.
yes. Tropic 2.0, y'all.
Tropic 2.0, you know what I mean?
sir.
It might even
Yes,
be
sir.
3.0 at this point,
Nah,
you
it's
know what I mean?
not 1.8, not
It's
1.9.
You know
continually
what I mean?
evolving, baby.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
What's good with you, bro?
welcome,
Man, it feels good to be back.
welcome back, son.
Again on the show. Everything's evolved. I see
Yeah.
like everybody's looking good.
Oh,
Word.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like when you hear, I gotta talk like in New York slang, you know.
Why?
Like, bar,
He's from Miami, though.
son. I know, but
But
That-
yeah.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite parts of listening to the show because you guys use a lot of Miami slang, and I'm up there,
right.
and it makes me feel like I'm back at home, man. Like everybody's saying bro and hacer it, you know what I'm saying? And dale.
It's not even conscious either, bro. It's
No,
just like,
no.
see,
Yeah.
I just did it.
Yeah,
I didn't-
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
actually
It
trying
just
to
comes out.
take a little bit out.
Yeah,
A
me
little
too.
much in there.
I'm a little like self-conscious about it, to be
No,
honest.
but it's
yeah.
just enough of it though.
Okay.
There's just enough of it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like saturated. It's just like
You're talking about him, right? Not me.
mainly him.
But that's a dope. That's a dope. Nah, what you mean? Maybe
With the bros,
Mainly
with the
me,
bros.
bro. Ah, damn, bro. See, I just did it
yeah,
again.
you're the bro guy.
Nah, I am a bro guy.
The bro guy.
I'm totally a bro guy.
You're
Damn.
a bro, dude.
Yeah. Fuck. Today's.
At least
this
you're not
is-
a bro, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the worst.
But still, being a bro guy is like, I gotta go home and reflect tonight, dog. This has been a real moment of realization for
Yeah,
me.
this is a very revelatory episode already.
Yeah, man. We're only 3 minutes in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I just made up a word. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I let it slide
It's a
because I knew what you was talking about, son.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Now he's saying son. He wanted.
I'm trying to flip it a little bit. You know what I mean? That's what's wild about Tropic is that like you're from Miami, but we met in New York.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
I still remember, like you were rapping your verse, and there's something you said like everybody's a LeBron fan or something like that. And
You're like, hold up.
and then you kind of like pointed that line at me, and I was like up front in the front, and I had a Heat shirt.
You had
on.
a Heat shirt on.
Yeah,
I remember you had a Heat
said
shirt on.
something,
when I
everybody's
met
a
you.
Heat fan or a LeBron fan.
Heat
Something.
fan, a Heat fan, yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, yo, wait, I'm a Heat lifer for real though, but you didn't know that. You thought.
Oh,
it's
you
a-
thought I was dissing you?
No. I didn't think you were dissing me, but I think you were using me to emphasize
As an example.
as your line. Like this guy's from New York, but he got Heat stuff on, and I was like, oh, he don't know
Were
that.
I was wilding, bro. I was wilding, bro.
Well, he didn't know me.
Yeah.
He didn't know
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
We just met that.
Exactly.
That was
So
the first.
were
night.
you?
He probably was.
I don't know if I was, dog. I think. Look, from my perspective,
Uh-huh.
I knew you were from Miami off rip, dog.
Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I knew off rip.
Just the way I was handling myself.
Yeah, I could just tell, dude.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
I was
okay.
like, oh, that's a Miami dude. Like,
Yeah.
I could tell.
I didn't
literally.
know you were from Miami. I didn't know Tev. And as soon as Tev spoke, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this guy's from Miami.
I feel like when you see me, it's a little harder to peg. Like,
Yeah, I
feel
couldn't
like people
tell.
can't really peg where I'm from. But like, I seen you, I was like, yo, that dude's from Miami. I don't know. You just got like a Miami swag about you. You know
I
what mean?
definitely was even more Miami-ish. I feel like
Yeah.
back then. Like, yeah, I was like make that my Heat shirt all the time.
Yeah, you had like a little fro.
The
Yeah.
fro.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I disagree. I would say I would have more trouble pegging you from Miami. I would be more believable. He's from New York. If you told me you're from New York, I'd be like, nah, you're from Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, bro?
¿Por qué hacer?
What you mean, bro?
I don't know. You know.
Yo, before we go any further, I
Uh-oh.
got a little gift.
Oh shit.
I know, you know, your wife gave you a record player,
Okay.
For-
Okay.
so I decided to give you
Oh no
an
shit.
LP, Razzcast, who you actually have a song with.
Wow.
Yep. And this is the Soul on Ice one that has the Miami Life track on it, which is like the crack. So
Yeah, that's the crack.
and
Even
since you
I
say
know
you're gonna
that.
keep it here at the record player here at the podcast show.
Yes.
Boom.
Hell yeah,
Yes.
man.
You know
That's
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
Renee,
man.
thanks for the ride.
No problem, man. That's cool.
Shout out to
man.
Razzcast too. That's
Yo.
the homie right
Yeah,
there, man.
Because I'm gonna
doing
listen to
his,
it too.
doing
You know
his
what I mean?
shit.
So
That album is the you know the album.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
This is the reason I'm a Razzcast fan. Like,
yeah.
Soul on Ice was like, let me tell you what I told him. I was like,
Okay.
Soul on Ice was my Illmatic.
Wow.
Like, that's the album that I listen to the way people listen to
highly
Illmatic.
underrated album.
Highly underrated.
Highly underrated.
Like,
album.
the beats is why it gets like a bad rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just think like what he's saying is so dope that it's
Oh my
like, what do you
God.
mean the beats,
and
bro?
the
Like,
rhyme schemes, the flow, the
he's
delivery.
all over the place with the
Crazy.
flow. Like,
I'm not denying his greatness, but he is kind of an acquired taste too. You know, like
He's
he's,
an acquired
very like
oh yeah, very
you know,
much so.
out of the box. you
It was
know?
ahead of his time.
Yeah.
It was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
That's true too.
It was ahead of his time.
He's ahead of back then. He's ahead of now, even in a lot of ways, bro.
Yeah.
Like back then, like he's
Yeah.
just ahead of time in period.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like, you know, I don't think music. He gets too deep for music in a way.
Man, it's so good though.
Like music can't contain that level of like, you know, the like that level of intellect. Like I think he's almost trying to say too much, and I'm not even saying like in a derogatory way. You know what I mean? But like. I don't know if the average listener can consume that.
Yo,
much,
I know
bro.
words. What are you trying to say?
it went over my head when I first listened to a lot of it. Not all of it
Yeah.
resonated. It went over my head, but when I would re-listen to it older and like, oh my God, and then older, and then now it's like,
Yeah.
boom, like this shit. There's still stuff that I'm nuances and
Yeah.
like little lines that I didn't catch.
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
says so much and
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah, it's-
Nah, it went over my head too.
But
man.
Miami
Like,
Life was just so good to me because the what he's talking about, and it was in that movie, The Substitute.
yeah,
right?
It was in The Substitute.
Substitute.
Yeah, the video is in the high school and all
Yeah.
that shit.
And
yeah.
you
Which
don't
was
hear
filmed at Miami High.
nugget,
Yeah, it was-
my
exactly.
sister and my sister was an extra. She's actually in the movie.
Oh, no
way,
shit.
That's
She's
awesome.
braiding. There's an early scene. She's braiding a guy's hair in the classroom.
Oh, that's cool.
She told me she got paid $50 every day. She went like 3 days. I got paid.
Yo, this is super dope, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
this
yeah,
shit,
it's
man.
the whole
this
album.
is super dope, and it's
Yeah.
staying in the office because I'm bringing the record player.
Yeah.
Damn,
I
that's
know.
super
You're
dope.
gonna make me listen to that like 27.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I love about it. Because now I'm just gonna be playing Soul on Ice all day, and you're gonna have to listen to that
Yeah,
shit.
I
Or,
I'm gonna have to
buy
pay
another,
some
or buy
vinyl.
another vinyl.
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
another vinyl to
Yeah.
add to the
Yeah.
collection in the office.
But what a great fucking album, man. That's one of my favorites.
No,
Definitely one of my favorites.
I was like, when I was searching, I was at the vinyl store, and I was like, damn, what can I get? I was looking for a Tarantino, the Tarantino Experience. Have you heard of that vinyl?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a vinyl called the Tarantino Experience.
And what is it, like songs from every movie?
It's like, yeah, songs that he likes, that he fucks with. I saw an interview recently where he says he has like an actual vinyl shop in his house.
What?
An actual
Yeah,
vinyl
yeah.
shop. And he uses that as the process to start
The writing.
writing. Like,
I've seen the same shit. I've
saw
seen the
that
same
same
interview.
interview?
Yeah, he lays by the pool to write and shit.
Yeah.
But first he goes in his little record shop and he
Yes.
has it set up like a store.
like a store.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it's got aisles and shit. Like it's like a
Yeah.
store. You know what I
A
mean?
little
Yeah.
crazy. All right. You could just go to the record store.
Yeah, his friends come over and they dig and stuff and they put
Yeah,
stuff on.
he like plays records while he's like digging and shit. Like, and that's how he finds like ideas for movies and shit like that too. That's why
It
his
helps
music
him
is
start
so ill.
conceptualizing. He
Yeah.
says.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I would totally do that.
Yeah.
Like I love it.
Just like have private like everything.
Well, he
yeah.
gives like a breakdown of his whole process too. You know, he's like, I'll play a record, I'll listen to records a little bit, and then I'll go out by the pool and like kind of like swim around and shit, and that's when like the ideas really start
He's a
flowing.
rockabilly guy. You know those rockabilly guys
Yeah.
with the hairs and their,
Yeah.
you know, all that like the honky
rolled
tonk
up
man
cigarettes.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. He was actually an extra on the Golden
on the
Girl.
Golden Girls
On the Golden
impersonating Elvis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No
and
way.
that money he got like $3 from the residual. He was able to do the Reservoir Dogs because of that money. Not the money to do Reservoir Dogs, but it kept him afloat. He can write it.
Exactly.
So he can write it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, just like him. I'm just like you. Just
Those
like
Golden
you.
Girl residuals.
Tarantino, like I've read books and everything on Tarantino.
Yeah, I haven't read books on him, but I've like seen all his films. I watched a lot of his interviews.
He's the most interesting filmmaker to watch interview. Like I can watch Tarantino talk all fucking day, man. Like it's just endlessly entertaining to me. Even if I don't understand all the references that he's like, if anything, it makes me want to look shit up, you know?
Because he's not like a media trained guy. He really talking off the cuff, off the hip. Like it's like he don't give a fuck if you don't like his answer.
Yeah,
he's just gonna give it to you raw. I kind of dig that because a lot of people don't do that nowadays.
I like that about Seinfeld too. Like Seinfeld, have you seen when the one chick tried to like hug him?
Yes.
Kesha.
And he was like,
Kesha.
And he's like, "No, I'm good." And then she tries again. He goes, "No, really, I'm good."
And she like fake cried.
In front of cameras
and then he
and
turns
everything.
around and he's like, "Who was that?"
Yo,
I really believe he didn't know who she was.
No, he didn't.
But that dude like never gets taken out of his element. Like if you watch interviews with Seinfeld, there's times where he gets annoyed at the host and shit like that, but he never gets out of his own element.
He's always Seinfeld.
He's always Seinfeld.
Like
same thing with Larry David.
Like
Larry David is always Larry David. You know.
Like, do you really believe comedians in cars with coffee when he's like walking around and he's just like out in broad daylight in public? That he's actually doing that, or you think it's a controlled environment?
It's controlled.
It's controlled to an extent.
Right.
But I think he's actually doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're actually walking, but it's definitely people there to make sure. Like,
let me tell you something, man. Seeing a celebrity and when you live in LA ain't that crazy.
Right.
It ain't that crazy.
Right.
Almost
but
in New York too.
LA.
In New York too, almost.
Yeah.
Like people leave him alone. Like people have such a don't give a fuck. They'll see him. They might do a quick pick, but they're not gonna run up on him half the time.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, oh, leave that guy be.
In Miami, it's like since we don't have like celebrities, I think people tend to be a little more impressed by that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like we do have some celebrities here, but it's not like in LA, dude. It's like I used to see homeboy from Entourage, Turtle, at the Best Buy, like right across, like down the street from my house. I would see him at fucking Target and shit. You know what I mean?
You ever shot him out like, yo, Turtle?
Bro, you know what's funny about Turtle is that like he played such a down to earth character that when I seen him, I didn't connect who he was at first, but my mind said, "You know this guy." I was about to be like, "Yo, what's up, bro? I ain't seen you in a while." Like, and then I was like, "That's Turtle from Entourage. What the fuck am I talking?" But in my mind, I was like, "I know this dude." You know?
How's Adrian Grenier?
Yeah.
Like the other day, I seen the fat security guard from Orange is the New Black walking in my train station. He was just walking like normal.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and I almost wanted to say, "Yo, Orange is the New Black," but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave that guy alone. And I just kind of like acknowledged him, like kind of did the head nod thing, and I guess he realized, oh, this guy knows who I am, and then just kept going.
And there's also probably mad footage of like people like freaking out and shit because they show some of it on Comedians in Cars. You know what I mean? Of like people being like, "Yo, Seinfeld," and him like talking back or whatever.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, bro, they probably film a lot of footage and they just edit it to seem like as professional as they could.
Yeah, but he is himself. Like there's one episode that stands out to me is when he's talking with Kramer. Michael Richardson. And like I guess he's still like very much beating himself up over the comments he made that got
I didn't see that. I've only seen the Eddie Murphy one. I've only seen the Eddie Murphy one.
Gotcha.
Oh, the Comedians in Cars?
Yeah, it's the only one I've
seen.
seen.
It's a dope show, man.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
It's
I
a
need to
dope
watch
show.
it. I need to watch it.
Yeah. Anyways, so this guy's admitting to him like, "Oh, I could never go back. Like nobody wants me. Blah blah blah." You know.
Okay.
And Seinfeld's like, "Dude, that's all in your head, man. Like he's very down to earth, basically."
What do you think about that's a good? But what do you think Kramer could ever come back?
No.
No?
Not in this climate, right?
Mm.
They'll just bring
Not
up that
right
video
now,
of him
no.
saying
A
nigger,
couple
nigger over and over.
And you want to know what it is? He's not funny enough to come back.
Yeah.
Like
He's not a comedian. He's not a stand-up comic.
I believe that homeboy can come back first. What's the white guy that got Me Too'd? Louis C.K.
Oh, okay.
Louis C.K.
Yeah,
He could come back before Kramer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what Kramer did was
'Cause he's funny.
mad long ago. But Louis C.K. is funny.
Hilarious.
Like
bro.
if he drops a new one, I want to see it.
Yeah.
You know? Sorry.
Yeah. All he did was wank it in front of some chick.
That's kind of fucked up, though.
It's fucked up.
He did some fucked up shit.
He did some fucked up shit.
He did some
But
fucked
it's
up
not
shit.
the worst story we've heard. Is what I'm
No,
trying to
it's
say.
not.
No, it's not.
Harvey Weinstein or Bill Cosby.
Right.
It's a comedian going a little too far.
That's kind of really fucked
It's
up.
really far.
Cause like let's say like because he did it in front of friends. Like let's say that girl's in a relationship, like, and then you're her man, and like you heard about this guy wanking off in front of your girl.
Right.
Yeah,
She's
you
gonna
want
be
to
like,
fucking.
yeah, you want to fucking. Lay
I
some
love
hands
that I
on
made it wanking off.
I mean, that's what he did,
I could
right?
have picked any term, but I said wanking.
That's a comment.
It's acceptable.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
acceptable.
What am I British?
Altoids again, bro.
Bro, why do you criticize everything I do, bro?
Bro, you got Miami real quick though.
bro, trying to have some
Why do you criticize everything I do, bro?
I'm trying to have some Altoids over here, bro.
Bro, let's go get some croquetas. Fucking.
Where were we, bro?
We were at you eating Altoids like a fiend. We were all right. So
You want some?
No, I'm good. I'm
You want
good.
some?
No, I'm okay. Thanks,
All right,
man.
cool.
We were
Make me
discussing
the
like
weirdo.
some movies
Oh yeah.
before and shit. Like some of your favorite. We kind of already did like a favorite movies of the year, but it's like, you know, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about it. So
I'm
like,
ready for the wonk. You can wonk me now.
are you gonna wonk?
Obvious setup, right?
Why? Why,
You know, right?
why am I gonna wonk you?
He
Tell me.
said, well, you know, I deserve to eat crow for my comments about the Joker movie before I seen it.
Okay.
I kind of came off, you know, on the internet talking a lot of shit about it,
Yep.
saying it was gonna suck, and
Yep,
you know,
you eat that
fucking
crow,
with
man.
Dre.
You fucked up.
but you know, it's fucking amazing movie.
Yeah.
It deserves all the accolades it's getting right now
Yeah.
on every level. The only but I have to say is that if you take out the fact that he's the Joker and the Batman stuff, is still an amazing movie
Right.
about a guy with mental health issues and how society breaks him down. Like I would have totally watched that, but like Dre said, it's $1 billion idea them tagging the Joker into it, and most likely they probably wrote it that way. I don't know. I kind of feel like they wrote it without the Joker in mind and said, "Yo, we implement some Joker shit. This shit's gonna go to the next level." That's my theory, but it could have also been written from like, with that in mind from the beginning. But like I was saying, without the Joker shit, it's still an amazing movie. With the Joker shit, it's next level. Especially Phoenix, he's just, you know,
Joaquin
he's the
Phoenix
god.
is, yeah,
He's the god.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
the god
yeah.
actor. I haven't seen him act in a while, I feel like, and that reminded me.
That was
makes
next
me wanna
level.
see more shit from him.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
next level shit
Yeah.
for sure.
Her, remember her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like holy
That
shit!
movie's
And that's
awesome.
another one with
Yeah.
just him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole movie and like a phone, a voice.
Did you ever see Inherent Vice?
The movie's awesome.
Oh no!
It's a weird ass movie, but he's great in it, dude.
No, I haven't
But he's
seen
like a detective in the 70s, but it's like a
So
weird, quirky.
stylized type of thing.
In a way, it's
Okay.
just weird. Like
I
it,
like weird. I like weird.
Like it doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's not even really supposed to. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So
okay.
it's weird, but it's an interesting movie. He's really good in it.
Have
Man.
you seen Lobster?
No, I haven't seen that.
That's good. Watch that with the old lady.
It's
Both
weird.
of you guys got wives, so watch that. It's weird, but it's like a love story, weird love story where it's just the premise. It's a world where it's illegal not to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's the premise.
Okay.
It's illegal, and then the people that don't want to be in relationships live in the woods like animals.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
sick. What's
And
the
if-
name of this movie?
And if you
Lobster.
Lobster?
And if you
That sounds dope.
Yeah, lobster. And if you choose to not like, if you choose to okay, part of society says like you don't want to be in a relationship, then you get to choose what animal you want to be, and they turn you into the animal.
Okay.
Damn,
So
that's fucking crazy, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
watch that
was,
movie. It's
Someone was
amazing.
going through some stuff at that when they wrote that. You know?
Yeah.
But bro, mad respect on like, you know, admitting that you like the Joker movie.
No,
Because I
yeah,
still
yeah.
believe that if Rene watches it, even if he loves it, he's gonna say he hates
The
it.
jury's
But
still out because I haven't seen it.
you'll know by the way he reacts. Like he was like, I don't like it. Yeah, it's a
Why?
good
I,
movie. It's a great movie.
I always admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah, sure you do.
I do.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay, does he?
There's no right and wrong, bro. If you
Yeah.
don't like it, you know,
Yeah.
it's
No.
valid. It's
Yeah.
you know,
No,
if you don't like
I
it, it's
think
valid.
I'm not gonna like it. So if I'm wrong about that, then I'll admit it.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
I was wrong about the fact that I judged it before I, just like he judged it before he saw it. Also,
Yeah, I
Right.
did. I
he
did.
said he was loving it before you. He loved it, right?
Because I could tell by the trailer that the performance was going to be legendary.
Okay.
The performance, you
Okay.
know what I mean? And like the cinematography looked dope. It's just, it looked
Yeah.
like something I was going to like. But for
Okay.
sure, I was biased the other way.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But you were like,
you were right. You were right.
You were going in on Twitter.
Oh,
you were
man.
going in.
You know what?
hard.
I feel like everyone was like just like crowning it.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, don't do that.
That's fair though.
yeah, I feel like
that's
everyone was
fair.
crowning it before it had even came out.
Right.
I think I'm gonna microdose and watch it for the first time.
Oh, you're gonna love it then.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch it like 4 times.
I was
Wait,
gonna,
what-
I
what
was
is-
gonna, I
what
was
is-
gonna kind of microdose before I watched it. I have shrooms, But I was like, you know what? Like, I heard about how intense it is.
It's a downer, bro.
And it's a downer, and I don't want to go into that realm while
Okay, but talk to me about this, okay? Because you said that it's good, and you do it, like, and it's good for you. You're an advocate for it, right? So, what is
microdosing?
Yeah. So, what is it? Like, you take a little tiny bite of a shroom?
Well, not a little tiny bite. For me, I think a good microdose is like anything like close to a gram.
A gram,
but not too more than that. And not too much less than like not less than half a gram. I don't think you won't feel anything. For me, the sweet spot is between half a gram and like a gram.
A gram seems like a lot, bro.
Well,
yeah.
You know, for
that
it
seems
depends,
like
it
for
depends.
microdose, that seems like a lot. I don't know about
some
shrooms
people,
like that.
Well, for like I used to eat like maybe close to eighth or more than half an eighth to like shroom out. So when I'm like 0.8, I'm good right there with a microdose. I feel it, but it never really peaks real heavy. You know what I'm saying? And you just get all the benefits of it. Like it reduces, like it reduces everything, like the stress, anxiety.
That's what I wanted. That's what I was curious about.
Increases serotonin exponentially. Like you really feel happy, and it lingers. That effect lingers.
Can you be productive on it?
I think it depends on like what you're trying to do. For me, it's hard to like really read, but like I can organize things and I can be active on it, but like it's harder for me to read and write on it. But once it starts to wear like away, then you can start doing that. And then when I mean wear away, where it's like definitely like you're not feeling any effects from it, but you have the lingering effects from it. And I think that's where it gets beneficial. For me, one of the things I've used it for up there, since I'm so like regiment orientated, like I just stick to like work, come home, gym, read, organize, clean up, and then like I get bored, and it kind of takes away that boredom and that loneliness feeling.
Yeah.
So like when I get lonely, it makes me want to go to the bar, makes me want to go hang out, hit up some chick or hit up some people to hang out, and just to keep myself on track, I take some of that and I chill, watch a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Organize my comics, this and that. And
it doesn't let you like just stay home and fucking feel sorry for yourself.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah.
No, and it's working into your lifestyle. Cause you're basically telling me like you're going out a lot, So
well, I used to go out. I was definitely like a lot more sociable, but nowadays I definitely just
that happens to everybody.
Working and chilling. And I don't really go out that much, but I'm kind of working towards something, trying to save up some money right now. Gotcha. So I was like, I could do this for a while. Like,
did you stop drinking too?
I slowed down a lot.
Okay.
I slowed down. Like, I only drink when I go out, and I really don't go out.
Okay.
So
I slowed down a lot too since episode 52.
Episode 52, you was wilding. Did you see that one? The one with like everybody on it?
I saw some of it, but I didn't get to finish it.
Really?
I like that guy came on and said when he was making fun of the Joker, he's like, bro, I don't want to see a movie with a guy with orthopedic shoes.
Pills.
Yo, he had me rolling. That dude was hilarious.
Pills. Yeah.
That dude was hilarious.
Speaking of Miami.
But that was episode 52?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the year. That's when we hit the year.
Okay.
52, yeah, because we do every week,
Okay.
I didn't get out of bed until 2 days after that show, dog. Like,
because you guys were all drinking.
We were all drinking on that show,
fucked up.
Yeah.
Like right as soon as we hit stop recording, like everybody was like, whoa,
yeah, this fool disappeared for like an hour and nobody knew where he was at and shit.
Would you go to your car and chill for a minute?
Nah, I was taking care of my girl and shit. Like,
in the bathroom,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you both got hammered.
Yeah, we both got hammered.
Yeah. That's almost like New 52, like how DC did New 52.
We were both.
It was New 52.
Yeah, exactly. New 52. Yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah, 52 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because New 52 was, no, but they meant 52 titles.
No, New 52 is like their reboot.
I know, but by the 52, I don't think they meant weeks. I think they meant like.
Oh no, yeah, they probably meant something else.
52?
Well, DC like rebooted the universe, and they call it
before Rebirth.
And you know what? Now that the Doomsday Clock finished with the Watchmen Doomsday Clock, it turns out that had something to do with Dr. Manhattan.
The fucking whole New 52?
Yeah.
Was Dr. Manhattan?
Was Dr. Manhattan. If you look at the New 52 comic
Spoilers, by the way, but keep on, because I'm
that's not
I'm
kind of
interested
really
in
spoiling,
this.
but they hint at that. And if you look at the comic for the New 52, the
so
first
he changed the timeline?
It's him fucking with like the universe, changing the DC universe.
What did you think of the HBO series? Did you watch it?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man.
They nailed it.
They nailed it, bro.
Yeah,
They nailed
no.
it, yeah.
It's a
They made me
worthy
a believer, bro.
It's a
They
worthy
converted me.
sequel to Watchmen, dog.
Yeah.
It's a worthy sequel.
Honestly, like, look,
Yeah.
another an occurrence of me admitting I'm wrong. Like, when the first 3 episodes, I was telling you, like, oh, I don't know, like, it's not,
No, the first one you liked it.
The first episode I liked, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then as it started to arc, I just started to feel like seeing a lot of writing devices that I thought were like obvious type of thing, But no, like by the time you watch the last episode, you're just like, I can totally understand now why this was there and that was there. It was like,
Yeah, there was only a couple things I didn't like about the last episode. I didn't like how everybody's seen it, right?
yeah.
I didn't like how this dude they took him down so easily. Like,
Manhattan.
Not Manhattan. Ozymandias.
Yeah.
They were like boing. They hit him with like a thing.
Yeah.
That was kind of cheap. They could have at least made him like kind of fight back a little bit, or like he knew they were gonna kind of try to and then he was like, you know what, you can take me. Like that would have been better, right?
Yeah.
They kind of doinked them on the back.
Yeah,
of
that was kind of stupid.
And that was kind of cheap. And some of the like the licensed music choices. I don't know. I guess I'm nitpicking, but some of the licensed music choices, I was like, they didn't need that. Like they could have picked something better and a little more relative. I forgot what they used exactly, but I remember thinking to myself, like, why did they pick that song?
Okay.
Like, they made a lot of great choices. Like this don't really fit.
In that last episode,
That last
specifically.
episode
I didn't
specifically.
think that was the best episode of the season. I think the
Yeah, it was.
previous 2 or 3 were the best episodes of the season.
8 walks into a bar,
Yes.
right?
That was my favorite.
Yeah, a
That's
man
the
walks into
a
a
man-
bar.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
one.
shit was fucking
That's the best one.
sick, bro.
Yeah.
That's the best one.
Yeah.
Because I think wasn't that his reveal too?
Yeah.
Yeah. His
No,
reveal.
the one before was his reveal.
Okay,
that
okay.
was a great one too.
Yeah.
It's when she finds the elephant and all that shit, and then the chick tells her like, "Oh, Dr. Manhattan." It's when she cracks dude
Well,
in the
that's
head.
not his reveal in the sense where you see him on screen, right?
No, but it's like the fact that that dude was Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, they kind of like they insinuated it. They were like,
No, they didn't insinuate it. She cracked his head at the end of the episode.
And she took out the thing, and then
And
the
you
blue
seen
glow,
his reflection.
The blue glow. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
But I feel like that's
So
kind of
that
like
was
his
his
cameo. His cameo.
I think that was his reveal, and the next one was like his story. This is what
You're
he's
right,
been
you're
up
right,
to.
you're right.
This
If you
is what
wanna-
he's been up to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking more in comic book terms. It would be cameo and like full appearance. That's definitely like in TV terms, like his reveal. Like we know that guy is Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, right.
And then now we get his story.
Now we get his story.
Yeah,
exactly.
you're right.
Now that
you're
we
right.
know who he is,
So-
we get his story.
So
right.
is there going to be a season 2 or what is the talk there?
I hope not.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so they haven't said it.
I'd be happy. I'm happy either way, but I'd rather them do a season 2 of that show than a part 2 of the Joker movie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
Which they're
gonna do.
doing.
Which I'm pretty sure they're gonna do.
I think
yeah.
Joker
Yeah.
movie is more inevitable than a Watchmen sequel.
You think so?
They're
Yeah.
for sure
yeah,
doing
yeah.
the Joker.
Yeah, but
part
I'm
2.
saying what I feel they should do is
Yeah, you think it's better. You think you would prefer a Watchmen sequel.
yeah, I would prefer a Watchmen sequel.
Did you like Logan?
The
But hold on.
Oh,
I
my
want to
bad,
stick.
my
Let
bad.
me stick on. Let
Okay.
me stick on.
Okay.
No. Let's go over the Joker. Listen.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I heard today that they're looking at Bradley Cooper for Batman for the Joker sequel. So there's gonna be like 2 Batmans. There's fucking
Yeah.
Robert Patterson.
So there's gonna be a separate universe.
Pattinson. I always say Patterson. But the Joker sequel obviously is gonna have a grown-up Bruce Wayne
Okay.
who becomes Batman, and they're thinking about Bradley Cooper. What do you think?
He could
I
pull
can
it
see
off,
that
right?
in that world. You know what I mean? Like in that,
Yeah.
kind of dramatic, dark Joker. Yeah.
I think the ages don't match up.
Yeah, he's definitely too old.
Yeah.
He's too old. Yeah, I didn't think about that when you just said it. I was thinking like, could he be Batman?
It depends
I think
how
he
they
has
use
the
him.
chops to pull off being a Batman. As acting wise.
Unless they
Depends how
go
they use them.
unless they go super old with Joaquin's character. Like they make him super
And
old.
maybe it's just for part of it.
Don't touch that, man. Let
That shit breathe.
That's
Okay, how about
brilliant,
this?
bro.
I agree.
Let
I
that
agree.
shit. But they're just looking at another billion. You're telling me we could just probably get another Billy right quick?
They made a Billy off 50 mil.
That's what I'm
too,
saying.
God.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
So they're like, we put another, like, we just put a little bit more on top and make another Billy
That's
back.
gonna suck. Part 2 is gonna suck.
yeah, it is.
I haven't even seen part 1.
No, I'm with you on that though. I think part 2 is gonna.
I don't think you
suck.
can improve on that. And like, I think trying to improve on it like lessens it.
Yep, it does
Yeah.
lessen.
It lessens it. Like
Yep.
you could tell you're just kind of. It's not like it kind of felt like, yo, these guys actually made a movie because they love the art of cinema.
Right.
It seemed like, and then now you're like, oh, okay, they just love money.
But look,
who am I kidding?
devil's advocate, if it's Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix, like if they both come back,
yeah,
okay, and like, you know, I believe Todd Phillips when he says that he won't come back for a sequel unless he has a good story to tell. So like, who's to say that he doesn't?
And
It is the fucking Joker, dog.
We gotta go. So get somebody else.
Okay, but
don't
add Batman.
There's a value to having Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix, and they can come to the negotiating table and be like, you got to give us our time if you want a sequel. You got to give us our time to do it right.
Okay, so let me say this. Then just keep expounding on the Joker. We don't need Batman. Like, have him have a little nugget scene.
But you already established Batman.
But it was just a little nugget. It was just a little nugget that, you know, I don't want to spoil it.
But it's a major part of the story.
Well, it's a major part.
It's a major part of the story.
If we keep talking, we're probably going to spoil it. So
it doesn't matter. If you haven't seen Joker by now, turn off this podcast, bro. How about that?
No, well, there's someone here that hasn't seen
Oh,
it.
you haven't seen it.
No, yeah.
Bro.
That's fine. I don't care, man.
Because that's a major spoiler if we say it. You know what I'm
It is a
talking
major
about.
spoiler.
If
Yeah,
you
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen Joker,
wanna say
don't
it.
turn off this podcast. I'm here to represent
Which
you
is
guys.
a cool twist. Can
Listen,
we say that? Can we
it's
say
a-
that? That twist was really...
But it's not like that surprising, okay? So like, should I just say it? Like,
I think almost say it because I feel like he's so uninvested into the movie.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Doesn't care.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
why should I care
So
if
should-
you're
should-
spoiled or not?
Okay, so
That's
say the
true.
twist. Say the twist.
Yeah, so like young Bruce Wayne, you see his parents get killed, and it's because of like the riot that Joker causes and shit
Okay,
like that. So
not
you-
that twist. Not that twist. The main twist, which is in this movie, their brother allegedly brothers. Thomas Wayne is allegedly, because he's crazy and his mom is crazy, so you don't know if they're like imagining it, but Thomas Wayne
he thinks
his
he's
biological
Thomas Wayne's biological son.
Right.
But they never confirm it or deny it
They
in the
never
movie.
confirm it or
They give
deny
you reason to believe it and reason to disbelieve
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
More
what I mean?
reason to disbelieve it, kind of.
More, yeah. Like
Because
the
the
files.
only reason to believe it is their word. And
Right.
they're both nuts in
Right.
the movie. His
Exactly.
mom and him. They're both nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's what I think of the movie. I think the movie, a lot of it is told from Arthur Fleck's perspective. So it's like unreliable.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you don't really know what to believe.
Yeah, you're right,
You
you're
see
right.
how like Thomas Wayne was a dick and Robert De Niro was a dick.
Okay.
Maybe that's in his head.
So
too.
since we're talking spoilers, then explain this, because I rewind. I told you to rewind it. He got into the old school fridge,
yeah.
you know, and closed it.
Yeah.
And then that's when he comes out, and then they show him dressed fully with the dope suit, where the doper suit compared to the bullshit.
right.
Work, like, so now it's like, where'd you get that suit from? And weren't you just like, I remember you couldn't get out of those fridges back in the days. If you locked yourself in that fridge, you died. That's why they used to take the doors off those things. You know what I'm talking about? Those old like 80s, 70s, like big weird handle door, like
Yeah,
pull up
yeah.
handle. Remember that scene where he got into the fridge?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, why is he getting? And I rewound it. I was like, why is he getting? And then after that, so I was like, what if he got in there and everything after that is he never went on the show. He never
I see
became
what
the
you're
Joker.
saying. Like he killed himself there.
He's Arthur Fleck. He's not even the real Joker.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
like the girl,
So the rest of the movie's basically a what if.
a what if.
Yeah.
Kind of like
That's
from
a
a
theory.
crazy guy, because a lot of it is what if.
That's a theory.
A lot of it is what if.
Yeah,
So-
it's unreliable. But
Yeah.
that's what the Joker should be. Even Heath Ledger's version, like he kept changing his backstory, and that's what the Joker
he's
should
an
be.
agent of chaos, right?
He's an agent.
He's an
You know,
agent of
like
chaos.
one thing that like my friend Clay brought up to me that I think this is one of the most valid criticisms that I've heard. Right?
Okay.
He said it was a good movie, but he doesn't see that guy becoming the criminal mastermind that is Joker.
Yeah.
That he's kind of an idiot in the movie. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know about idiot. Because I mean he is like I mean they never really try to show his intellect.
His intellect.
Yeah, they never give him a reason to like be
But I-
craft. Like
but I
when he
think
gets
he
into
is.
that was kind of like how he just waltzes into that theater, and then all of a sudden he's wearing
The thing.
yeah, that could be possible, like another hallucination.
in his head.
In his
Yeah.
head, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where'd you get that suit? Did you kill a guy?
Right.
You know, I don't know.
Right.
It's just like, that's why I wouldn't want Batman, because Batman would just whoop his ass and it's over. Like that
Right.
guy isn't the guy that would like give Batman a challenge.
I don't know that I agree. I think they did plant the seeds for that in a way, bro. Like when he fucking evades the cops. He gets into the train full of people with the clown makeup. He puts on the suit.
Yeah.
He puts on the mask. He evades the cops. He gets the cops fucking killed. Yeah. And he fucking rides out scot-free. Goes on the show, sneaks a gun in.
Yeah.
Like, pulls what he pulls on the show. Yeah. Like, they showed signs of that, dog. And to me, like, that reveal when he sits on the fucking cop car. Yeah. And he's got the whole fucking crowd rioting and shit. That's one of the great moments of cinema.
Yeah,
dog.
it is. Like, it is. But they never really show you how. They just show him do those things. They never really show you what he did that was clever enough to, like how the other Joker was clever in the
Heath Ledger's version.
They show how clever he was. Like, he pulled a heist and he's running the heist and
but he's not Joker yet though. He becomes Joker like kind of at the end of the movie. So I'm saying,
so this is like pre-Joker. You're right.
This is like Batman Begins for Joker.
You're right. You're right. It is. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that point.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they at least laid the groundwork for that kind of shit. Like, he's he's pretty cunning, dog.
So the next movie could be good. It could be about him pulling heists. I mean,
he pulls some cunning stuff. They just don't show how, like,
just different good.
He got into the theater. He like you said, he got away from the cops.
Yeah.
He did a couple of things. They just don't show like how. Like, he was able to strategize that stuff. Like, right. He just pulled it off.
But there's an opportunity to show it in a sequel. And that's why I think, like, maybe a sequel could be good, you know? Right. Yeah, there's an opportunity to show that.
I'm already hating on it. It's not
you're already you're going to crow again, son. I'm going to whop you again, son.
Welcome home. Welcome home. You're welcome here.
There could be a good sequel, but, I'd rather not see it. I think it would taint the first one.
Yeah.
But if it's Todd Phillips and Joaquin, you got to at least give it a chance because they might hit it out the park again.
I seen Joaquin kind of wasn't objecting it, right?
Right.
He's not, but he's not confirming it either. He's like, I don't know, hey, this about this movie, and I don't know, but he's not saying no. I won't touch it.
If they do Batman, like, I hope Bradley Cooper is a rumor. Go younger with Batman, because like that's what makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe they'll CGI him like in The Irishman,
And like have Batman be a secondary character in the movie. I don't want him to be like a main character.
I want super just secondary. More full on Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool to me.
Like maybe that's the twist at the end. But Batman comes out.
But wasn't the thing that made this movie good the fact that how he became the Joker?
Yeah.
Like, now that he's Joker, probably won't be as interesting. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But it probably do.
It was the rise.
Yeah. It was the rise.
It was the rise. That was dope. Yeah. Probably, that won't make sense either, too. Like,
they're probably going to do an older Joker or something like that.
I mean, he's already older.
Maybe they do Dark Knight Returns, dog. Maybe Todd Phillips, maybe that's his play.
You think so?
Maybe that's his play, Doug.
I don't know, man.
Does like
I don't think they want. I don't think
not
with this, not with this.
No.
Nah, not with this Joker. Yeah.
That's what Zack Snyder wanted to do. You could tell.
That's the Now that's Batman though. That's not.
No, that's Batman. I know. Yeah, but you could. Batman. But I'm saying like you can. I'm saying not take it directly.
Yeah.
But do a version of it and more from the Joker's point, like the older Joker.
But that's what made this so good that it's never. No one's really made like a full on villain.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is an anti-hero.
Right.
This is a straight up villain.
Yeah, it's a straight up villain.
This is like villain origin story.
Yeah.
Had they ever done that? No.
No. Not in cinema.
That's why I don't. And me being a guy that's a fan of villains, like, I don't want any more. I'm not a huge Batman fan, but like I was happy with the minimal Batman stuff that was in this movie. I was happy with that.
Right.
And then, like we said, the plot twist, which I thought was pretty epic.
Yeah.
That Batman, he thinks Batman's his baby brother.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
that's
he
crazy.
touched him.
Yeah,
and then what he
crazy.
and then what he did with
and then Alfred came out.
and like he kind of,
and they never say the name Alfred.
No,
but you just know it's him.
Yeah,
dog.
That's
bro.
cool.
That's the movie was brilliant in that way.
Yeah,
bro.
cool. I like that.
The way it played with the Batman mythos, it was like it wasn't heavy-handed.
Super creative.
It was subtle, but it's sewn into the fabric of the movie though.
That's why I said you can literally take it out and it won't cheapen the movie.
Right.
It's just you add it and it takes it to the stars.
Yeah.
It takes it to the stars.
Yeah, because it's Arkham Asylum, it's Gotham City, you know what I mean? It's Thomas Wayne, it's dope.
So many good scenes. You said Arkham Asylum, the scene where he steals the records.
Yeah.
That scene is pretty
That scene is dope.
That scene is epic, yeah.
That actor's good too, man. The guy
the fat dude,
the other dude,
he's from Atlanta, ATL.
Is he?
Yeah, you ever watch that show?
No.
Good show?
Good. Like, watch it tonight type good.
Yeah.
Super good. I mean, it's the guy who writes it, This guy who did
Childish
Gambino.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
What's
okay.
his real name again?
Donald Glover.
Yes,
Yeah.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
I'm so high right now. So, yeah.
He's dope.
Yeah, no. And then also the dude that was in one of my favorite
He's
movies.
dope at what? Acting or music?
He's
Sorry.
very dope at music, dog.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily listen to Childish Gambino, but
Right.
like that dude is fucking talented,
Yeah,
bro.
he's got some tracks that I really like a lot.
That dude is
Yeah.
talented.
His last album was produced by the guy who did the soundtrack to what's his name? Mandalorian.
Oh,
It's the same guy.
nice.
That he got like one of those like kind of like those composer names.
John Williams.
No. Like
That's
talking
the only
like
composer
Beethoven.
I
He has
know.
like a Beethoven,
Danny Elfman.
Beethoven-ish,
Okay.
Beethoven-ish.
Gotcha.
You know,
Wolfgang.
it's something like that. It's
Yeah.
something like that. You know what you guys can
Amadeus.
use? Like a Google guy.
A
Yeah.
Google guy. That's what we need. Like a
Google
Jamie
guy.
from
Yeah.
the Joe Rogan
A
podcast.
Google guy. Like, yo, what's the name of this dude? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
And then bring it up. It comes up like
How about we start with like some decor for the walls first?
Yeah, let's
and
start
then
there. Yeah. let's get some new chairs
Let's get
first.
some chairs.
No, you guys got the human sushi right here.
It's,
Yeah.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
And it's on camera. I can see it's on. It's on camera.
Yeah, you can tell it's like two guys in here. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You could say,
no. Oh, no, look.
we ain't exactly
Okay.
interior designers and shit.
No, but
Yeah.
little by little.
Little by little, yeah. We're still
But
we're a
the
work in
Speak for
progress.
yourself.
Soon the
I-
vinyl's gonna,
Yeah, put the vinyl on a little table.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
We're gonna get a bar cart.
We have all
We're
types
like-
of
Yeah.
plants.
We used to have plants and shit, and
Okay.
we thought they were fake, but they weren't.
Oh shit.
So they started dying, and we're like, "Yo, I don't think these are fake, bro."
It took us a couple of weeks.
Took us a
Oh,
couple
man.
weeks, but they're safe now.
I see some grass in the back.
Nah, they
What is
died.
that?
No, that's
Wheat
fake.
grass?
That's
Okay,
fake.
That's
Yeah,
really
that's
fake.
fake.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fake
Yeah,
shit.
that one. See, that's why we got confused.
That stuff is fake too.
Because you got fake and real.
Yeah,
you know.
it's from
Right.
the same place.
Bought them in the same place, and we're
Okay.
like, "Yo, this big ass
Okay.
fake plant."
Okay.
It's
That
only
motherfucker
15
started
bucks.
dying on us, bro.
Oh man, poor plant died.
Fucking
Though, right?
IKEA.
Nah,
Oh, you
we were able to
Resurrected?
save it. Yeah,
No,
you
it's
took
dead.
it home or something?
It's dead.
Oh yeah, I killed it.
Oh man.
Damn,
In the dumpster
son.
I
behind
finished
the,
it off.
in the dumpster.
Nah,
I thought you were keeping it alive.
it's on my balcony just as a memory of what we did.
Ghost plant.
It died of what? Thirst?
It died of thirst
Damn.
and loneliness.
Shit, it went out harsh.
Yeah.
Damn, son. I can't keep a plant, dog.
No
I don't have that trait.
green thumb.
Never tried it, but like I don't know that I could keep a plant alive. You know,
Keep
I
a
do,
dog
You
alive.
keep Charlie alive.
I do a
Thank you.
great job with Charlie.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
keep a
but,
dog alive. so-
yeah, but he gives me recognition, dog. He comes and greets me at the door, like licks my face. Yo, it was good. You know,
He
it's
barks
different.
at anybody that sits on the couch with him.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's part of the fam. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yo,
Not-
so
Okay,
we're-
okay.
Not that a plant anyway, but I have no interaction with a plant.
Plant gives you CO2 and oxygen exchange.
Right.
You know.
But I guess I don't see it. Like,
Yeah,
if he,
yeah.
maybe he should tell me about it. Like, yo, son, you breathing because of me, God.
Did I
Oh,
tell
man.
you that I'm like planning a trip and I'm thinking about buying the dog a seat? It's like I'm so damn attached to the dog.
Oh shit.
Nah, don't do that.
Don't be
Dogs
that guy.
and dogs and planes ain't that great of a
No,
look. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not a good thing.
Nah.
Even
It's
if
like
they're in the
supposedly-
cabin with you.
It's supposedly
You
it's
can, if it's a lap dog, you can.
Yeah.
right. Like smaller dogs
You
can
can't.
handle it better than bigger dogs. Bigger dogs have trouble on planes, and you
Right.
see like there's
Okay.
like a 30% rate. Don't quote me on this of like pets dying on planes. dog.
What?
Yeah, bro.
No way.
It's like crazy.
No, I'm
Yeah,
forget
I
that.
heard
I
of
might
them
be
dying
wrong,
in the
right?
crates under. I heard of that.
Yeah, under.
Yeah,
right.
Why can't I leave 'em for
I've
2
heard.
weeks?
I thought you meant just like dying like on the flight and then oh shit and then a heart attack or something.
Yeah. No.
It's
Like,
gonna
in
be
the
hard to
crates
leave
under.
him for 2 weeks, man. I've grown really attached to that puppy.
Yeah, I feel you. I've
Yeah.
been there. But
Yeah.
he'll remember who you are when
And
you
he's
get
still
back.
a
Don't worry
puppy.
about it.
No, he's gonna think we died.
Yeah, the first time we had to leave Charlie, we went to a cruise.
Huh.
And, we were like fucking asking the homie that was watching him to like send us pictures and shit. We were like
Wow.
super annoying.
You guys
and
wanted
shit.
to FaceTime? them?
Yeah. We were annoying as fuck.
Do you have any pets?
No, I used to have pets. I had pets all my life, and I used to breed German shepherds.
Okay.
Okay.
But I kind of don't want to. I don't want to have pets anymore. I kind of like. I don't know. I just don't want to do that. To like you control everything about them.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like not natural.
It's not natural.
It's
right?
not natural.
No,
like
it's
you
not.
control when they piss, when they shit, when they
Yeah.
eat. And then I noticed some people don't even care what they eat. Later, their dogs get super unhealthy.
Yeah, no,
That
I don't do that.
motherfucker's
I mean,
in
your
charge
dog's
of
healthy.
us.
I seen
Yeah,
your dog is
yeah.
pretty healthy.
My
but then,
dog's
like,
in charge of
a
us.
lot of
He
dogs.
tells us
oh,
when
yeah.
he's not. He'll just
That's
piss
not
in the
how it's
house.
supposed to work.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing something wrong,
Yeah,
Chad.
that's
Yeah,
not
I know.
how it's
Yeah,
supposed
no.
to
There's
work.
a lot. There's a lot going on. That's not.
How old is he right now?
He's 5.5 months.
And you've had him since a couple of weeks?
Since 1 month, sorry.
Since 1 month?
Yeah.
Okay. What is he? What breed?
He's we just got it back because we did the DNA thing. And he is
I didn't even know you could do that.
50%. He's 50%. Some Staffordshire something, whatever.
Staffordshire Terrier?
Yeah.
Staffordshire Terrier? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's how you say that.
And then like he's got like another like bunch of mixes in there. Like,
so he's a cool. That's Staffordshire Terrier. So that's a cool breed.
Yeah, he's a cool dog.
Yeah,
he's a cool dog.
Cool
yeah. But he's still pissing
he's
and shitting in the house?
No. He's only ever shit if he's gotten sick in the house. That's how everybody knows about Tucker's poop. And he just gets sick because he eats shit off the ground.
Okay,
he's a
like
fucking dumbass dog. Fucking old junkyard dog. Fucking.
Wait. So he's
taking
a
control
puppy.
of my heart.
He's a puppy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 5 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
That's the one thing we got super lucky with Charlie. Is that like he pooped in the house one time the first day that he was here and never again, dog.
Right.
There was one time that he was sleeping.
Yeah.
And a piece of poop came out. And shit.
He sucked it back in?
And no, it came out.
Okay.
And homeboy woke up.
Talented.
Hey, he woke up and he seen it and he was mad embarrassed, dog.
Okay.
He tucked his tail that he got in the corner. He felt horrible about it.
He was like, dude, these guys are gonna take me back to the shelter.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he felt horrible about it.
That's sweet.
That was the only other time. And that was by mistake. He was sleeping. It's not like he crouched down and pooped. He was sleeping and a little poop came out. I'm like, yo, my man.
Like, how many people, though, you see that got unhealthy-ass dogs, bro?
Yeah.
Like, they don't walk them enough. They feed them crap.
Yeah. And they don't pay attention to them. And that's the sad part, bro. The people that just leave their dogs outside.
Yeah. Or just leave them inside at home.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I believe in energy, man. Because, like, dogs know when things are going on, right? Like, and even humans, like you walk into a room and you can feel the energy in the room, you know? So I think it is just an unexplored science at this point, you know, but it is something that is tangible, exists, you know?
Definitely.
They definitely have like that sense, right? Like animals have that sense.
I think they have that more than they can tell by what you're saying. Like more of like your inflection and your
it's
voice
energy.
Sound and your voice than what you're actually saying. Yeah.
Body language.
Yeah, like they're not bogged down by intellect the way we are. You know what I mean? Like we think so much, you know what I mean? Like they're just like pure instinct, dog. They just feel shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like watching this cowboy interview with the fight coming up this weekend, right? And he was saying that during fight week, he's over there like fishing and like jet skiing and doing whatever, right? He's like, yo, it's actually the opposite of what people think. People think I don't care, and I'm just out here like chilling, partying because I don't give a fuck about the fight. It's like it's opposite. I'm trying to get my mind off of it. He's like,
the work is done already.
Yeah, he's like, I'm trying not to think about it like as much as I already do. You know, like I'm trying just to like kind of reset. So it is like it just brought that to mind because it's like about perception too. You know.
Yeah, he's like, to him, he said, doing crazy shit is how I relax.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I understand that in a way.
Okay.
Like people say sometimes when I'm working on shit, that kind of is how I relax, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be writing some shit or working on some shit, you know? Like that is what I do to feed my mind, I guess. You know what I mean? And to I don't know. I get like that nourishment from it, you know?
I wanted to ask a question, though, speaking of writing, that you brought that up. As you know, I'm an inspiring writer, and I wanted to know when you write dialogue, especially dialogue from a different perspective, like a woman's dialogue, what do you do to get into the mind state to write like a white woman's role or like a black man's, you know, dialogue? Like, how do you get into that mental state to write realistically what they would say?
You gotta light some
I try
candles.
not to look at it that way, bro.
Okay.
Like I try not to look at it as even though I know it's a white woman and a black man having a dialogue, bro, I think about it more about what are these characters. You have to know how these characters would react in every situation that you put them in. So that means before you even start writing the dialogue, you need to know who that white woman and that black man is.
Okay.
And if you know that, if you've done that work, you should already know what they're going to say in that situation when you're writing the dialogue.
That makes sense.
So it's almost like you let the characters guide you. Like you let the characters write their dialogue in a weird way. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like, yeah. Okay.
So you have to know who those people are. I think that's the best like writing advice that I can give. You know what I mean? Because it's like you can write the dialogue and then you can like change it up a little bit to make it sound more like what it is that you want to, like if they're from a certain region or something like that, you know what I mean? But like think about it more about like what that character would say in those situations, you know?
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dialogue is tricky, man, because it's like you also have to write it, you know, it doesn't like that's dialogue is the place where you shouldn't have perfect grammar. Okay. It should be like dialogue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It should sound like people are talking.
That's hard to do when you're writing.
That's hard to do when you're writing because you want to make everything as eloquent as possible. You know what I mean? But when you're writing the dialogue, it's got to be way different from when you're writing your action descriptions.
So it's like almost like shifting a gear. It's like shifting
you have to. It's a different muscle almost, dog. Because now you got to get into like conversation mode. Like, what would this person say? When you and I talk in an everyday setting, maybe not in a podcast setting, we tend to be a little more articulate. You know what I mean? Definitely. But when we talk in an everyday setting, it's not full sentences and shit, bro. It's like phrases, you know what I mean?
Words.
Slang. Yeah. So that's almost how you have to like approach dialogue too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, good. I like that.
Writing is like, I was telling you earlier about that book from Alan Moore, because what you want to do is write comics, right?
I want to write comics.
And I recommended one book to you, which you read, right? And that was like the definitive guide to writing comics. I don't know, some shit like that.
Yeah, so, it's like writing for idiots type of book. Yeah.
And it was like more like a get the structure down. This is what like the structure, you're going to have to write the panels, write the dialogue, boom, 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 boom. So like now you know the structure. And so like I think the next book that you should pick up is one by Alan Moore.
Yeah.
Called Alan Moore's Guide to Writing Comics. I've seen it. You've seen it.
I've seen it on Amazon.
Yeah. That book is more conceptual. It doesn't talk about format and all that other shit. It talks about like the mind state that he gets in order to write, you know?
I kind of think I want to read that. Yeah. Because that's more along the lines that I think I need to tap into more.
Yeah.
The mind state and stuff like that.
One time I thought I saw Michael Moore walk by and I was like, hey, are you Michael Moore? And he's like, no. And he was insulted, man. He just walked away.
That's probably him. That was probably him.
You earned it. I was literally trying to go the whole show without it, but it's like you keep wanting. You want the wonks, bro.
No, man, because you said Alan Moore, right? So it just made me think about Michael Moore.
That's a great segue, man.
And what you call it? He didn't like the
Watchmen.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
He doesn't like anything.
But he doesn't like anything, so it's along the lines. But
he doesn't like anything.
I liked Watchmen.
No.
Alan Moore, the creator of Watchmen,
got it.
Doesn't like the Watchmen series.
He got a bad taste in the mouth because of how DC just,
DC kind of fucked him.
They fucked. They didn't kind of. They kind of really.
DC
did.
fucked him.
They really did. Yeah, they really did. They did.
DC fucked him. The deal with Watchmen was they were gonna publish it, and then after a certain amount of years, he gets it back. And there was a clause in the contract that if DC decided to republish the book, they could keep it going as long as they like republished and shit. So they would like republish right before the deadline when he's about to get it back.
Wow. So they can do that in perpetuity?
In perpetuity, yeah.
Wow. That's
yeah, they fucked him.
Yeah.
Like they told him, yeah, you're gonna get it back, and they basically fucked him. And they put that little clause in there. Yeah,
they're still making bank.
They just got an HBO show.
Yeah,
where's his lawyer?
They're as big as they've been.
He's getting none of that. He's not getting nothing.
Where's his lawyer?
He's kind of broke.
They're probably gonna take years before that.
Yeah, he's kind of broke. He's kind of broke.
He's not getting royalties from Watchmen.
I don't think he's getting a lot. I seen like him and his daughter on.
Dave Gibbons is though. I think he might have refused the royalties. Like that dude is that crazy.
There's the video. There's a YouTube video on it, like where he like refused something, and like he's just basically like not balling. Because of it. Yeah, and Gibbons, he plays ball though.
Gibbons plays ball. He liked the series.
Yeah. He plays ball. He fucks with he works with people. He has something to do with the series, right?
I think he was some kind of consultant on it.
Yeah, something to do with the series.
Yeah.
So
you gotta play ball to make it in this world.
Well, it sucks. We got to do that with corporations.
Alan Moore
right?
Still Alan Moore though.
Yeah,
he still hasn't diminished.
I guess there's different levels of making, but
And he wrote after he kept writing for like other independent shit.
Yeah.
What else did he do?
He's been doing shit, bro.
Yeah,
Alan Moore's got shit.
Yeah, he did other shit. He got shit. Yeah.
A lot of indie stuff.
Yeah.
Not great.
Not great.
Not
what's the name?
Not Watchmen. Not V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
It's not the classics for sure.
Yeah.
V for Vendetta, the movie, grew on me after a while, but it took me a few watches.
I liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At the first time you saw it?
Yeah. I liked it.
I
thought it was
dope.
Instant
classic.
It took me like a few watches.
What's his name? Hugo. What's his name?
Hugo Weaving. Yeah.
That's another guy.
He was really good.
That's another god actor.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. That guy was good, man.
Yeah.
I was watching the one of the Matrix sequels last night. I wasn't watching. I just kind of had it on in the background. But man, it even looks bad.
In
Like,
what
even-
sense?
Just like even it just looks bad. It looks dated. You know what I mean?
What did
That's
you like Matrix?
I like the Matrix, but that's a great example of a movie that shouldn't have been touched.
Like
Okay.
like Joker. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
leave
No,
it
you're
alone.
absolutely right about
But then
that.
they said, Billy, we can't leave it alone. And look
Right.
what they did. They made Revolutions and they made
That's a good point.
what's the other one?
Matrix Reloaded.
Reloaded and then
And
Revolution.
then Revolutions. And now they're doing a fourth.
Well, that's but it's like completely. I guess it's not really
Some new shit.
It's some new shit. So I'm down for that. But I was like, damn, they fucked up
Yeah.
like a classic movie because
If
A
they would have
reboot.
left it alone, Matrix would be even more of a classic
Oh,
right now.
they did
Definitely.
video games. They did
Yeah,
they
they did
milked
everything.
it,
They
bro.
milked it.
And I was like, damn, dog, that shit was like.
They had a
when
cell
I saw
phone.
it.
That's why there's no way corporate America is gonna let Joker breathe.
They're
dog.
not going
There's
to,
no fucking
sadly.
way, bro. I'm sorry, dog.
You ready to play the Joker video game?
Yeah, no, it's coming. It's coming, B.
Yeah.
No, and Batman's gonna be in it. Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People want I feel like the success of this Joker movie may have an effect on Robert Pattinson's Batman. Cause like if Joaquin Phoenix doesn't end up being the Joker in that universe, which he's not gonna be,
Yeah, he's not.
people like the average moviegoer is gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
They're gonna find other villains probably for that.
I mean, they're gonna have Catwoman in it. She's not really a villain. She's probably gonna play like a love interest slash like anti-hero.
Yeah, like kind of a
Yeah.
villain, but like
Yeah.
teetering on the line. Yeah.
I kind of want to
Who-
watch the Twilight Batman now. You know,
That shit looks dope, man. Like
Yeah.
the cast looks dope, bro.
I kind of
I'm
want to
gonna,
watch
I'm
it.
gonna
just
watch
'cause
it.
it's
I'm gonna
like-
watch it. I'm not like hyped for it. I'm gonna watch it.
But
I'm
it's
waiting
like
to see.
that old school. It's kind of giving me that old school vibe that I kind of.
Who's supposed to be? They said they want to find someone to do the Penguin.
They got him.
Okay, so
Colin Farrell.
So-
Oh, that's
oh,
right.
okay, so Colin Farrell.
Another
They got
choice
Colin
that
Farrell
I'm
as-
not happy with. You know, like
That's a weird
that's a
casting
weird pink,
choice.
pink. So they're gonna change the Penguin up, maybe not be fat.
no.
Maybe, yeah.
Colin Farrell, no, he works well. Like when it's something like when he's on the spot, he doesn't do well. You know.
A lot of people are happy with that choice, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. To
I
be
just
honest,
love like black ooze, sharp teeth, Danny DeVito.
I like it, but
I-
like that's not really the Penguin.
That's
you
not
know?
really Penguin either. He's way more
I
sophisticated.
love that movie though.
Yeah. That
I love Batman Returns.
I just love the fact that McDonald's didn't know how they were going to sell like Happy Meals
Yeah.
with Danny DeVito spewing like black because they can't do the blood.
Yeah, I
So
know.
they did the black
goo.
the black goo, and then he had sharp teeth,
Right.
and he was like just disgusting.
He had flaps, didn't he? Like his.
Yeah, fins.
Yeah, he had fins.
fins.
Yeah. Tim Burton was tripping. That's
Yo,
why
I
he
love
didn't get
Tim
to.
Burton.
That's why he didn't get to do the part 3.
Yeah.
He was supposed to do the part 3 where Billy D. Williams was going to be Two-Face.
Oh,
Because remember, he was Harvey Dent in part 1.
right.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Billy D. Williams was Harvey
That's
Dent.
right. That's right.
He was
yeah.
going to be Two-Face in
But he
part 3.
never turned into Two-Face. He was
Nah.
just Harvey Dent.
He was just Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
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 I wish-
Can
I
we
wish-
use that to segue
That's
Billy
a
D.
stretch
Williams to
for Billy D.
segue to you know what?
To what?
Star Wars.
To
yeah.
Mandalorian.
Not well, we could talk about Mandalorian too.
Oh,
but
to
Star Wars, the last one.
You seen it?
I saw it.
Okay.
You saw it too, right?
No, give us your review.
It's just complete and utter like fan service.
Thank you,
Okay.
dog.
Complete and utter fan.
That's what I wanted.
You
to
seen
get at.
the
Yeah.
the graphic that they made that was like it's like the Star Wars logo and it's like written and directed by
Oh yeah. They made fun. Yeah.
Reddit.
Dude, if like it definitely was fan service. If you're looking for like a cool story and like twist and
No.
arcs and
No.
I mean the world building they did it in basically the scroll. Like they built it like
How are they gonna bring
Yeah.
back Palpatine in the scroll,
in the
dog?
scroll.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
how they bring back Palpatine. They tell you.
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
man.
And they're
That's
still kind of
horrible.
vague about like in the movie. It's just so quick. It's like one scene to the next. Like it's like
Yeah.
a video game.
Yeah, it's like a video
It's
game.
totally
yeah.
video game, fan service.
Yeah, it's
That
not like
Chewie fake out. They do a Chewie fake out.
yeah,
It was so like,
yeah. That
oh man.
show's whack, bro.
It had the movie had no balls.
Gotcha.
Has no balls.
It didn't.
And it's just basically they went into the pitch meeting and they said, all right, how can we not offend as many fans as possible? They threw in like a gratuitous gay kiss.
Yes. We talked about
super
that.
gratuitous,
Yeah.
like the like background people,
Right.
Yeah.
gay people.
Yeah, those background people, and then they cut it for China.
Yeah,
They cut it out for China.
Yeah, it's fun. I have fun watching it at the theater, but like I don't really want to rewatch it until like it comes out like on Netflix. I'm not gonna watch that again. I'm not gonna
Disney
buy
Plus.
it. Disney Plus.
Yeah, it'll be
Disney
on
Plus.
on
Yeah,
Disney Plus.
Plus. I watch it again, and I'm not really like looking forward to it. I mean, I just wanted to see how they're gonna close like a 9-movie saga. And yeah,
It was a disaster.
There's
in my
nothing you could do
opinion.
when a movie is basically made to sell toys.
Yeah,
You can't. How you gonna write something compelling?
yeah.
Right.
For that? How you gonna do something compelling? It's just, yeah.
You could tell they didn't have a plan for a trilogy.
No.
You could tell they were going.
I
Movie
think they
by
had
movie.
a plan, and then Ryan Johnson came and kind of switched what this guy was doing.
But that means they didn't have a plan.
Okay.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
makes
Like
sense.
if
Yeah,
they
they
let
stick
if they
to it.
let Ryan Johnson just come in and do whatever the fuck he wants,
Yeah.
that means they don't have a plan to stick with. Like
Because I think they had the plan, but they didn't like this guy's plan. Because the first
JJ's
one,
plan?
JJ's didn't. The first one didn't like do out of this world, did it?
yeah, it did. Bro.
It did.
It did the most.
Okay.
Force Awakens did 2 billion.
Okay, it did the most out of all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It did the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of
I
all the
like
films.
Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I think that was based on nostalgia, though.
Yeah.
Just because of the nostalgic
yeah.
factor.
And it was like Star Wars coming back for
And
the
it-
first
yeah,
time.
so it's like, that's, but like,
Force Awakens is like one of those movies that like it's playing on TNT and you're just watching it like kind of in the background and it's fine because it's Star Wars. You know
I don't
what
think they had like, they had faith in what he was going to keep doing. So they're like, all right, we'll bring in Ryan.
I gotta be honest. Of the 3, Last Jedi is the best one for my money.
I think it's
Yeah.
the most entertaining one. And like, I thought I saw you write on Twitter once how beautiful that movie is. And it's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, it's shot beautiful.
I was like, I didn't notice that till you said that. And then I rewatched it and I was like, you know what? He's 100% right.
That's the best looking Star Wars movie.
It is.
by far.
It's like, wow, it's crazy beautiful. I
Yeah.
didn't
Last
really
Jedi?
realize that.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Like
Better
the
than Rogue One? Better shot than Rogue
Yeah.
One?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rogue One is great. I love Rogue One. Like Rogue One is my favorite
Yeah.
Disney era Star Wars movie by far.
Yeah.
I think that movie's
It's a
beautiful.
better movie. Rogue One's a better movie, but not Last Jedi, but
Yeah, Last Jedi looks better.
Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah.
Looks better.
I agree,
Yeah.
man. That scene where they're fighting like the red dudes and shit,
Yeah.
like that shit is.
But
that's-
Rogue One was the best written one. It had like the most balls. I mean,
bro, it had
Yeah.
all the balls.
It had
So
all
they
the balls.
killed everybody,
Yeah.
champ.
yeah,
Yeah, like
That was
Rogue
like-
One was balls on a fucking table,
Yeah.
dude. I fucking
steel ones.
on
Yeah.
in Disney, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I was like,
Like-
wait, Disney did this?
Yep.
And then the like, okay, for instance, I'm glad we brought that up because okay, you know how they had 2 gay characters in that movie?
Uh-huh.
Why didn't you have them kiss? You have a complete backstory. You see why they love each other so much.
Yeah.
They could have kissed.
Who
The dude, the
Oscar Isaac and
no,
Finn?
No.
Who?
In Rogue One, the Chinese dude and the heavyset dude were
okay,
in love.
okay,
right?
okay.
They were in love. I think that's what the impression they were giving you, right? They
Maybe.
didn't really give you impression that they were lovers, but I think you could kind of like
You
insinuate that.
can insinuate that. I
You
see
know?
what you're saying.
They were
Yeah,
lovers.
yeah.
All right, so if you're gonna have the balls to have a gay kiss, why don't do it with 2 characters that it would be more meaningful?
Right.
Like you could tell, like you've seen the love these
Yeah,
guys
you-
for
you
having,
built the
especially that
foundation.
final scene where the dude dies and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
goes
yeah.
nuts. 'cause
Yeah, he
it's
dies in
basically-
his arms.
Yeah, his lover died in his arms,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
goes nuts.
Yeah.
That would have been a great, or maybe kiss him while he's like right before he's dying. You know,
Right,
Yeah.
that would have been way more compelling than
Yeah.
just some background throwaway actor,
Right,
so
right.
that they could edit. Because you know you can't. I guess it would have been harder to edit out.
That's what I'm saying.
China.
That's why
In
it
that
couldn't be
yeah.
like a main character. It
I
was
get
just
it.
like it was a shot they didn't even need.
Yeah,
It was it
if
was
you're gonna do it like that, then don't.
it
do
was
it at
gross,
all.
bro. It was
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Like
yeah,
don't. It wasn't gross because of the fact that it was two
No,
women kissing.
no, of
Yeah,
course.
Yeah, just to clarify, yeah.
Yeah, no,
It
no,
was-
of course,
yeah.
of course.
It
If
was-
anything, I think if you were gonna make a gay couple, make Poe and Finn.
And it kind of like they had that weird thing where they were kind of like pretending like they were like into each other, like you know, where like in the first movie we're like, oh my god, and then they kind of leaned back on it and they went back to Finn liking Ray, and then him kept telling her, hey, I got to tell you something, and then he never told her.
And they never told her.
He never
bro.
told her. He never told her.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like, wait, what was
Right.
that about? Did they edit something out?
I hated everything about that movie.
Why are the Chinese
Yeah, you went off on
censoring
you
everything?
would like it was like
On
a piñata on Twitter. It was like a piñata. He was just post after post. I was like, yo, just let it go, let it go.
I was pissed, man.
I was like, yo, I wasn't gonna let that movie piss me off. I knew from the beginning. I was like, I seen what they're doing. I was like, all right,
Yeah, it's bullshit.
I'm not gonna let this shit piss me off.
It's the legacy of it that pisses me off, man. Because it's like, I get it that it's just that it's a movie. It's just a movie,
Yeah.
right? But it's like, damn, bro, we've been getting these movies since the 70s. Like, you're closing out a fucking saga that's been happening for the last fucking 40 years. Like,
but after the first movie, I lost. Like
after Force Awakens?
yeah. Then I
Yeah.
knew I was like, all right,
This is going to be some bullshit.
Yeah, let me just go along for the ride, enjoy whatever little nuggets here and there that I like, characters. I thought Finn was going to be cool. He turned out to be like the dumbest character.
Yeah.
He didn't really, he was like they insinuate that he might have the Force in that one. 'cause
Right.
They insinuated. Yeah, because like when Rey,
I'm telling you, man.
yeah, something happens with Rey, he feels it. And then like when they bring in female Finn, basically.
Yeah.
Essentially, because she's the same thing, a stormtrooper that kind of like breaks free.
And that's another thing. It's like they brought in some fabricated love interests for him and for Oscar Isaac that like weren't even in the other movies. They just brought in these love interests for them all of a sudden.
I heard
she had the same story as him, and that's what.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a fucking stormtrooper.
It's very cheap.
Yeah, their scene was basically, oh, you're that? Me too. Hey, when you do that? Me too.
Yeah.
And you're not? Me too.
Wanna fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, good for Finn, but
Nah, I think they
Yeah.
botched the entire trilogy.
Yeah.
They botched it, bro.
They botched it.
I'm excited to see them, try to do something different. I think HBO, I mean not HBO, I'm sorry, Disney Plus is a good format for them, bro.
Yeah.
Mandalorian's dope.
Mandalorian's awesome.
Yeah.
I think the Obi-Wan show could be good too.
Yeah,
man.
they're coming out with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
next.
When is that dropping?
Soon. I think it's in March.
This year?
I think
This
it's
year?
in March.
Oh, it's like
yeah.
a couple months.
Couple months
Yeah.
type
Wow.
But why is China censoring things? Like, don't they show like porn on TV, like on their
Communism.
regular TV and shit? Yeah, and communism.
Communism has a little bit to do with it, but they're like OD control freaks
Yeah.
over there, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just cultural differences. Though.
Yeah.
Like the things that are offensive to them aren't offensive to us. It's, like they don't get as offended with blood as we do. Like American audiences and all, like the whole ratings board and shit, whether you're like a R and shit, most of that shit has to do with blood, which how much blood is in your movie. Like Americans and like the Western world is more offended by blood. The Chinese, where do you think all that fucking like splattering of the blood comes out? It's like from kung fu flicks and shit.
Yeah.
Manga.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, like I heard
That's
like
Japanese.
in Europe, they'll show like full frontal woman nudity or just nudity in general, but they won't show people killing each other with guns over there. Like that's not as common as it is over here, and it's crazy. Like, why are we so like cool with shooting a guy in the head, but we won't show a pair of tits?
Right. That's crazy.
Like, why do I live in a society like that? That sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks to me.
Yeah.
We should start our letter writing campaign.
A letter writing company.
A letter writing company.
Campaign.
Okay.
And we're gonna write
Like a
letters
petition,
to
you mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like a petition?
Yeah,
Okay.
petition.
for
Oh, I don't know.
more
what we're talking
tits,
about.
more
less
tits.
I'm down for
Hey,
that. Where do I
like that.
sign?
More tits, less guns, though.
Yeah.
Hey, I
I'd
like
sign
that.
right
More
away.
tits and more guns.
I like that, man.
Nah, we don't need guns, man. We got in this country has enough guns to last like 20
think-
lifetimes, right?
I say bring more
They said
guns.
there's like you can give every citizen in this country a gun. There's like 3 guns each.
I like the fact that you can have a gun in this country to
Okay.
protect yourself.
I'm cool with that.
And the concept of it is that if the citizens have guns, it keeps the government accountable. It holds them accountable. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
I don't think that our guns. I don't think our guns hold them accountable. Like you're saying, like because we could just rise up and take
No,
over or
if
something.
They try to enforce like military law, then we can rise up and take. And
Not
fight
really,
back.
bro. They got drones and they got shit. They could just like straight RC car a fucking drone like they did, homie, in Iran.
but they need people to operate those, and they need soldiers, and like those people are also citizens. Who's to say that they won't be also against the government? Like just because you work for the government doesn't mean that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like,
Yeah.
maybe some of those fucking guns and some of that shit would be on our side. Like, so what
I
I'm
get what
saying
you're
is
saying.
that, like,
It evens the playing field a little bit.
a little bit. It at least gives them pause. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like, as far as like going into a neighborhood and like implementing martial law type shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like,
Did we just start writing a TV show? Because that's what this feels like.
Does it?
yeah? Is this a writer's room right now?
That's right. It's about how
Let
So
me
what's the show
erase that
about?
one.
About
the new American Revolution, like how it
Oh, okay.
starts.
Yeah, this is how it starts.
I'll watch that.
Yeah.
What's that show with the chicks that wear red?
Oh yeah, I've seen that show.
That's kind of like that's just
Handmaidens or something.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I haven't seen that,
And that's
yeah.
kind of like how there was an uprise in this country and then like a revolution, but the wrong people won. And then they had a handmaidens, which is kind of fucking true. But that shows that world building and that whole shit is amazing.
Yeah.
That show, yeah.
You like Vikings?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a dope show.
I'm watching this series, yeah.
Every time I watch that show, I like talk to my wife like for like months after. I'm like, come hither, bring me a flogging of ale. You know what I'm saying?
I like about
the
that
language
show
gets
that
stuck.
they use the accents
Right.
like properly. You know what I'm saying? Like they have like an actual like Viking accent. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone uses it right on the show. All the actors use it. And then like if they go to like a different place, they just don't talk like British. Like like most shows, like the default for like somewhere else is like
British.
a British accent.
Yeah.
Right.
I hate that.
Right.
It's way more real. Like they actually got the right accents.
When now watching things where like it's like a German and they're speaking English, or it's like a Japanese person and they're speaking that shit
Chernobyl?
it kind of takes me out of it.
I couldn't watch Chernobyl for that.
Oh, is that happen? That happens in Chernobyl,
Chernobyl is in Ukraine, right?
Uh-huh.
That's where it takes place.
and they're speaking English.
And they have British accents.
Oh no.
All the Ukrainians
Oh, no.
Right.
have British, and everybody's like, "Yo, get over it. It's British actors." I'm like, but they're actors, so they're
Right.
supposed to act. And they're like, you could tell how they were like, it would sound terrible. It was like they had a Russian Ukrainian accent,
Right.
Because at the time Ukraine was still under Russia at the time, but
Right,
now it's
right.
Ukraine's. But regardless,
They weren't speaking English. That's
nah,
the thing.
yeah,
They weren't
so-
speaking English.
And I heard the show was great, but I
Yeah.
couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I supposed to believe this is Russia? They're all speaking with British accents.
That's what's so brilliant about Inglourious Bastards, man. That's why you gotta give Tarantino his props, man. People be hating too much on Tarantino. Inglourious Bastards.
Wait, what did they do that was?
That everybody stuck to their native languages.
Okay,
That movie, they spoke French, English, German,
Yeah.
and Italian.
Right.
Yeah, but they all were from those countries in the movie, right?
They cast actors from those countries.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? That's what I was
I
saying.
respect that.
What wasn't Brad Pitt's line? What was it like?
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Yeah.
He's trying to pretend he's Italian.
Yeah.
Like, Buongiorno.
When he was saying the name, or he was saying like,
He's like, I forget.
I mean, anyway.
Yeah, he was
I forget
super rednecky.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great. It was great.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
That shit was great.
He's like, Gorlami.
That's what it was. Gorlami.
That shit was great.
Yeah, man. Like, I like the fact that everybody stuck to their native languages. And not only that, it played a part in the story.
Yeah.
Because you know what? In real life, that would play a part, dog. Like,
Right.
remember the one guy is at the saloon or whatever the fuck, the bar.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
something
And
in
he-
the way he says it.
Something in the way in
Yes.
his accent, and then
Yeah.
he holds up the wrong three. And these are like the cultural things
Yes.
that would give him away
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
situation.
Yeah.
So, like, why ignore that? There's so much potential for drama there if you just let everybody stick to their basic languages. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
He used
yeah.
it to the maximum in that movie.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great.
When people say that's his best flick, I can't be mad at it. I prefer Pulp Fiction,
Yeah.
but if you say it's Inglorious,
Pulp Fiction is too iconic for me. So,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It has to be.
yeah.
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 It's ingrained in pop culture.
I also think Jackie Brown is slept on as
I got a
fuck.
crazy story about Pulp Fiction. I remember I was like young. When did that movie come out? Like what year?
94.
94. So I was pretty young. I'm 43. So a couple of my friends, we go and watch it at a dollar theater.
You're 43?
I'm 43.
Man, you don't look 43, dude.
Plant-based,
You look
baby.
great, man. Plant-based. Huh?
Plant-based.
3.0.
Yeah. I'm 43 years old, so
10XS.
we went to watch it at a dollar theater. So that's like maybe like less than a year after it came out.
So it was probably like 95, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
probably
a
like
year.
95.
And
yeah.
I remember like
Dollar
my friend
theater.
took
Damn,
some
that
Coke.
just took me back.
My friend brought some Coke with him. I've never really been like a Coke guy.
Yeah.
I've dabbled with it,
Yeah.
here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
So I dabbled with it that night, and I thought it was gonna ruin the movie experience. But I just remember that was the first time, and probably the last time I ever watched a movie coked up and really enjoyed it.
Right.
Like thoroughly. Like I was like, holy, I didn't know if
That's
it was
sick.
the Coke
That's
improved
sick.
it or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just remember I was like, I got
mean-
to see this again, not coked up. And I still thoroughly enjoyed it. So I like really knew that, wow, this movie's so good. Like not even Coke can ruin it.
Yeah. Now
That's
you're making me
crazy.
regret
Yeah.
I never did that, you know, when I was experimenting
Oh,
back
yeah?
in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way to watch that movie.
We were doing bumps in the theater.
It kind of makes sense, right?
Right.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. It was crazy. We were doing bumps in the theater. I was like, "What? This is wilding out." Like, it was a dollar theater. It was like no one there. It was just us watching it. And yeah.
Pulp Fiction is the movie where I realized what a director was. Like I always heard, like, yeah, director, Tim Burton, whatever. I just didn't understand it until I saw Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Like when I saw Pulp Fiction, I could kind of see, in a way, I could see like the signature, dog.
The style.
And I was like,
style,
oh, this
right?
like this is an author. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
this is
yeah.
someone like with a style and like, you know.
Yeah.
And that's like what made me realize what a director was. It was Pulp Fiction.
What made me like him so much was that his style was an amalgamation of all the types of movies I liked. So
Right.
he had a little bit of kung fu. He had a little bit of black exploitation. He had everything,
Crime. Yeah.
everything. And
Yeah.
like I was like, that's everything I like. Like
Yeah.
holy shit! Like he mixed it all and made it work.
Yeah.
And he still to this day does that.
Yeah.
All his movies are like, you know.
He pulls into like his library, dude. Like
Yeah.
that dude just knows everything there is about movies, and that's why I think part of why he's such a writing machine, because he has so many references to go back on. Right,
Yeah.
he can reference so many old
Yes.
films and things he's seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you get from like growing up, just doing nothing but watching films. Like the way like we
Yeah.
used to play basketball and do all like that. Dude was watching movies.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Me
he
too.
didn't
I
have
mean,
any other-
I did that, but I definitely like, you know, you could tell he didn't do nothing but watch
Yeah,
movies.
exactly.
And probably listen to records.
Yeah.
Listen to records. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just, sorry to switch it up, but you just mentioned something during that, which is plant-based. So that reminded me because I want to make sure we kind of go over this, kind of check in on your
Before we
progress
run out of time.
every year
Yeah.
that you come to the show. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
This is
So
year 2.
Year 2,
Uh-huh.
completely plant-based.
Completely plant-based.
What were the things you told me to avoid last time that I was saying?
Alkaline foods.
Well, yeah, I like, okay, so my body reached a point where like I felt like it's like it reached the base, like where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to like work out a lot. I'm not gaining weight. I'm just staying like sustaining like, you know, a healthy body fat, like in the teens. I average weight like 148. It fluctuates to like 150, 148. I stay around there. I don't work out a whole lot. So like it reached the base point. So now I started to add a couple of like what I call fringe foods.
Okay.
Where it's like, it's not alkaline, but it's plant-based. So like spinach. Spinach is not alkaline. It's, you know, a hybridized, man-made, you know, plant.
Hybridized. That's what the word was.
So yeah, hybridize. You know, so I integrate some hybridized stuff just to like switch it up. But the majority of my food is alkaline.
Okay.
It's like 100% whole food. Earth, like
Right.
the earth made it. It produces seeds.
Tastes like dirt.
Don't taste like dirt.
No, I'm
Don't
saying
taste
like
like
not
dirt.
that it tastes bad, but it's got some dirt on it.
No, not dirt. That dirt has nothing to do with it. It
I don't know where you got that from.
It just grows in it.
That's what I think of. See, that's how programmed I am to think healthy tastes bad.
Well, yeah, I was programmed that same way, and you can reprogram yourself.
Yeah.
But this is where the hinge, what I've noticed on year 2, from the people I try to help and the people that approach me and that I have helped, you're not going to embrace it until usually you have a full-on reason. You're not going to do it like right now. Like, let's say you feel fine, right? You eat meat and you
No,
eat
I feel like shit.
Oh, you feel like shit? Okay,
yeah.
okay. I remember last year we talked. You was like, "Yeah, I'm cool. I eat meat. I'm cool. You know, once in a while, whatever." But,
Yeah. Still
you
the
know,
same. Like
okay.
sometimes.
okay. So, but you're manageable, should I say? Like, it's not like making your life to the point where it's like
At this
hard.
point, I'm eating red meat like once every 2 months or something like that.
Oh, so you reduce your red
Even
meat
more,
intake.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what my point is, like, most people won't embrace this lifestyle until they really have an excuse for it.
But what is it? You just cut out red meat? Like, what is it exactly?
Well, transitioning is the key to like succeeding at it. Because if you don't, you regress.
Okay.
If you try to go cold turkey, you're gonna regress. So like how right now Shadi took out all red meat, chicken, and you
You're
only
at
do
a year,
fish.
right?
Only do fish.
For a
I did
year.
that. I did that for a couple of months, maybe like 3 months. I did the same thing, and it's part of the transition. Because you're not a robot and there's not a switch.
Right.
So if you hit that switch, you're just gonna go back. You're gonna say, "Fuck
Right,
this shit."
right.
I'm gonna go back to what I know. But when you slowly transition, you ease into it. It's easier to maintain it, and then you don't go back.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So after I felt so good by just eating fish, just like you say, you feel great, right?
Yeah.
Try 2 months, no fish.
Yeah. Well, a
No
lot of
fi-
times I go days without fish. It's
But I'm
like I don't
saying-
even do it every day.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about go like 2 months without
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You may never return.
Yeah.
Because you're going to start feeling so much better from it. Your body's never processing meat.
Yeah.
And do you still do animal products like, let's say, cheese?
I do like butter.
You do
I don't
butter?
do cheese. I
Okay.
don't really do.
You do eggs? Eggs is
I do eggs.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So cut out like the eggs and the butter and stuff like that. You're
What
gonna
the
notice.
hell do you eat then, guys?
That
Come
makes
on.
it tough. That makes
No,
it tough. Yeah.
it makes it tough because your menu is based. That's what I call. Everyone has a menu, a list of foods that they choose from to eat from. All right, your menu is basically based on processed and animal product foods. But when you replace something, when you take something, you got to replace
You
it.
got to replace it. Yeah.
So what I was doing, I would take it and I would replace it with more than one thing, with more than one option.
Okay.
And that would, raise the success rate.
Right.
Because now you got, I could do this, I could do that. So now when I choose what I want to eat, like I have so many things to choose from. You see a lot of stuff I make myself.
Yeah.
And what do you do when it's late night and you like want a snack, like at 11 p.m.?
But before you answer that, what do
Yeah.
you do for breakfast? Are you a breakfast guy?
I don't eat breakfast.
See,
I don't eat
I'm a breakfast guy.
okay,
I'm
okay,
a big
okay.
believer in breakfast.
Well, you can. Well, I'm a big believer in intermittent fasting. So
Okay.
you can eat breakfast in the sense I eat breakfast, but in the sense of breaking my fast. Break fast. It happens at noon. I knew what you meant. You meant eating in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So
But it's called breakfast because you've been fasting all night too.
it's just two
That's why
words:
it's called
breaking
no,
fast.
I know,
Yeah,
but it's because you have it in the morning because you've been sleeping for 8
You're
hours.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But that 8 hours isn't enough.
Okay.
8 hours isn't enough to get your body to fully not be processing anything, and it can engage in autophagy. Autophagy is when your body uses up dead cells and removes it from your body, and also uses it for energy.
Okay.
So your body never goes into that state after 8 hours. You need to get at least 12 hours. I do 16 to 18 hours
Right.
a day
Of not eating.
of not eating. But in my window, I eat as much as I want, as much as I need, until I feel satiated. And a lot of the food that I eat is natural, so it causes my body to produce a hormone called leptin. Leptin is what makes you feel full. It's the hormone. Hormones control everything in us.
Right.
So when you eat whole foods, your hormones are balanced, your leptin levels are balanced, and then when you don't produce, you won't produce. What's the word I'm looking for? The sugar in your blood is called
Glucose?
Not glucose, but
Saccharin?
damn, I almost had it, and then you said saccharin and took it out of my head.
Gua-
Insulin.
guarapo?
There we go.
not guarapo?
Your insulin levels, right? Your insulin levels stay on track because you're not consuming so much processed sugars and stuff like that. You're getting natural sugars from fruits. So you said, what do I snack on? I mean, let's say if I wanted to I'm really, really hungry. My body's telling me I'm hungry. I'm gonna listen to it, and I'll just snack on some nuts, some
Like almonds,
Uh,
like Publix almonds that you rip the thing off. and
Well,
they-
no, I'll do.
Sea
I'm more of
salt?
a walnut guy. I do
Okay.
walnuts guy. I'm walnuts and Brazil nuts.
Okay.
Brazil nut is like the
But
most.
at Whole Foods or Publix doesn't matter. Like,
Well, like you can get them from like wherever,
Okay.
wherever. Yeah, as long as they're just like you don't.
I mean, just read the shit though, because a lot of those Publix nuts have a bunch of shit on.
yeah,
it,
don't get the
you know?
Publix nuts that's in a package.
Right.
like from a brand name.
From like a
from
big corporation.
Just get
yeah.
like the regular ones. Just comes
Yeah.
in a plastic thing. It's
Yeah.
nothing special.
I like-
And if you want salt, add your own sea salt because usually they'll add sodium,
Right.
which is not real. Like it's fake.
Right.
It's not a whole food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that causes your natural sodium to go through the roof.
I like the trail mix that has the little M&Ms in it. That's my favorite. Is that
You know what? They got one that's better than that has
Delicious.
like actually dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
Dark chocolate is-
I love dark chocolate.
Well,
I can't fuck with milk
You
chocolate.
got to get milk chocolate sucks.
Okay, no way. Look, the other day, my
I mean,
wife.
it tastes amazing, but it sucks for your body.
Nah, I think dark chocolate even tastes better.
I've known my wife for 7 years.
I like
she
it now,
always
too. Yeah.
eats dark chocolate. The other day, she goes to me, I have to admit something to you. I'm like, what? She's like, I don't really like dark chocolate. She's like, I always say that because it's healthy or whatever, and because it's kind of a sweet, kind of to cure the sweet tooth. But if I have to really compare between dark chocolate and milk chocolate tastes better.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I think it
So
tastes better because it's more.
she can have that opinion.
Obviously, that's the truth.
I had a piece of milk chocolate not too long ago because they were just passing them out at work, and I was just
Which one?
7 hours into the workday.
I'm an expert on milk chocolate. I need to know which one.
It was I forget the name of it.
Butterfinger, Kit Kat, Twix, Reese's,
No, it's like a circle.
Circle,
Yeah,
Rolo?
It's
Rolo?
a spherical shape.
Reese's.
No, man, it's like not a popular
like a
brand,
bonbon
but you can
type of-
find it like in a gas station and shit.
Okay.
I forget the name of it.
Whompers.
Nah.
You know that one, right?
Whoppers,
Yeah.
Whoppers,
Whoppers.
Yeah,
Whoppers.
those shits
No,
were
Whoppers.
good.
Whoppers.
Whoppers.
Yeah,
Those
Whoppers.
shits were
Almond
bomb
Joy.
back in the day.
Because they're crunchy, right? They were like, yeah.
But I had it, and like,
Okay.
I didn't enjoy it as much as when I have like dark chocolate at my house. You know, like I
When
buy
was
some.
the last time you had a candy bar?
Well, I eat like like I like cacao chocolate. So, but a candy bar in the sense of like a Snicker or
Yeah.
something. Wow, over 2 years, definitely.
Yeah.
over
Okay.
2 years.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
don't
had that
like
in-
those things. I don't
Yeah.
like.
I kind of see what you're doing though. You're kind of replacing like if you want chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have chocolate, but like I'm gonna have like a pure
sensible chocolate.
Yeah.
I like my favorite is Who chocolate,
Uh-huh.
and they make like cacao chocolate bars, and they'll have like natural coconut oil in it, and they don't use like palm oil
Yeah,
and none
yeah.
of these bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's a $6 bar of chocolate,
Damn.
but man, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's
I was
amazing.
like a brand name ass dude when it came to food, and like Sophia's really the one that got me off that shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
we only shop at Whole Foods
All right.
or like similar type stores.
Yeah.
We don't buy no like big corporate products. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Like we actually do the research on like the brands that we do buy. Like I'll go
Okay.
on Google. I'll Google the brand and see
Okay.
what it is that like you can learn about them.
All right,
Like
all
some
right.
people got their own farms, and you know
Yeah,
you read
yeah.
about it.
I'm glad you brought up farms.
Yeah.
That's another thing I integrated since the last time I was here.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the farmers market every Sunday.
Yeah.
Nice.
Every Sunday I go to farm market. It's like a couple blocks and a couple avs away from my house, and I buy enough like veggies and fruits to last me, for like almost throughout the whole week. I try to estimate it right, and basically most of my food intake is from that farmers market.
Dope.
I get a lot of almost all my veggies, all the fruits from there. I do smoothies. I make my stir fries, and I do all kind of shit. I made the other day. I bought some purple kale from there, right? And I think you saw this where I made. I call it the purple tape, where I got the mushrooms from the farm, there, all the peppers, the onions. The only thing that wasn't from there was the tortilla. I bought that from the supermarkets. They don't have tortillas there.
Do you have a replacement for butter?
There's replacements for butters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying like, do you have one that you use?
What I use.
I know we have like a vegan one.
Okay,
that's
so
Sophia.
yeah, so instead of butter, like let's say I have like a rye, like a ancient grain toast. Instead of putting butter, I put coconut oil, unrefined coconut oil. It's to me it tastes better.
Okay.
It tastes better than butter.
Okay.
Butter is just like it don't like, I guess my palate has changed because I've had butter and it just don't hit the same. And then when I taste that, you should try it. Get unrefined.
I love coconut oil. Yeah.
Unrefined coconut oil,
Yeah.
right? And then just drizzle it, because sometimes it might be like, depending on the temperature in your house, it might be solid, it might be liquid. So if it's liquid, I just drizzle it on and like smear it around. But if it's like that gooey, and then I just goo it on, bro, amazing. My favorite bagel is pumpernickel bagel, because it's made from rye. So I'll get the pumpernickel bagel, and at work I got a little small jar of
Coconut oil?
and I just put it right on there.
Nice.
And
You
I
can
tear
still
it
have
up.
pancakes.
Pancakes I use agave.
Agave.
Yeah.
Agave,
Yeah.
bro, crack. Instead of,
Yeah.
you don't need syrup,
Right.
and then you can make
But maple's not bad, is it?
well, if you get the what's the kind where it's like
Aunt Jemima.
no,
No,
you don't
that's
wanna
like
use
that's
that.
that's
just
not
corporate.
maple.
That's
Yeah.
why.
That's not maple
Nestle
syrup,
Quick
Jim.
and Aunt Jemima. That's me, right?
There's
there.
the dark.
That's the first step is you got to get off that corporate shit.
Yeah.
I think that's the first step. you know?
anything that corporate they ain't got, you don't have your interest.
Yeah.
They just want, you're just income to them.
Right.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. And then once they're unuseful, then that's when the pharmaceutical companies come in. The hospitals make money off you. Then you're in hospice. They make money off you, and then you're dead.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And it feels good to eat healthy, man. Like, you feel the difference, man.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You feel the difference after a year of not eating red meat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
I see
like,
I saw a difference. Like I saw a difference in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Body
definitely.
fat went down, and it's like I didn't have that much further to go, but body fat definitely went down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When I was
yeah.
eating meat, like there was a couple months where like you could see like a little belly and shit, and that
Yeah.
shit don't look good on a skinny dude. You know what I mean?
And another thing is like you can't factor in like what's going on internally.
Yeah.
Like your liver functions,
Right,
improved kidney functions. Like
Yeah.
you're not processing that.
The
crap
doctor told
anymore.
me I had a fatty liver and I had to stop drinking sugar, eating sugar.
Yeah.
That's the main
That-
killer.
Yeah.
Sugar is more addictive than any other drug.
Yeah.
There's no other drug that we sell as much on this planet that's more addictive. You go to every store, there's processed sugar. It's in everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's everywhere.
it's the biggest gangster on the planet, bro.
But I love sugar, man. Like I grew up on fucking sugar.
Well, you probably came out of your mom's womb addicted to sugar.
Yes.
She was probably consuming high levels of sugar.
She definitely
Boom,
was.
you come out. I'm just assuming here. I'm not
She
saying.
was,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. And then
Yo,
you
when
just perpetuated
We
it.
had Kool-Aid, like it was like the juice, and then there was like a layer of sugar.
I
at the
remember
bottom
that.
of
Same thing.
shit.
In my house, it wasn't the Kool-Aid. It was iced tea.
Iced
like
tea.
that.
Yeah.
That my mom would buy the Lipton, and then she would let me make it. And I'm just there like the little meme, the kid with the meme, like just pouring like, what's that? Everybody Hates Chris. You ever seen that episode where he's
Yeah.
just, shh. And dude, that was me. I was a person that I was never healthy.
Right.
Until now, my adult life. So it's like I got a renewed life. I
yeah.
never felt like what it is to be super agile, super quick,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
working right for
Yeah.
the first time in my life. I never want to go back to the prior. Never
that's
want to
real.
go back to it.
And I feel the same way. Like a lot of people, like, you know, at the job they're always talking about eating steak. Oh, I had this steak this weekend or whatever. And then they're always giving me shit like, yo, when are you going to come back? You said it was going to be a year. And honestly, I did say that. I said,
you did? Okay.
I said after a year, I'm going to have a steak and I'm going to see how I feel.
Okay.
And it's been a year
And you're not
and
even
I have
interested.
no desire to have a steak, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
because
have
your
no-
body's completely weaned off of it.
Yeah, I'm like kind of not grossed out. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because
you
like,
kind of know what it's going to do to your stomach if you eat that steak.
Exactly,
It's
man.
going to taste good going down, but then
it ain't going to feel better
you're gonna be
afterwards.
like, I've seen like people on YouTube talk about it, like, oh, I was plant based for X amount of years, and then I fucked around and ate a hamburger, and it fucked them up.
Yeah.
Because your body's not acclimated to it anymore.
Right.
So now it's gonna be like, whoa, your liver is like everything, your stomach's gonna be like on red alert. Like, what the hell did you just do?
Right.
The only thing it's gonna be happy with probably
Your taste buds. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day I ate like maybe like a month ago I ate a Dunkin' Donut. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat a Dunkin' Donut.
Right.
And then I ate it. I was like, yo, that was the garbages of the garbage,
Yeah,
bro. That shit
yeah,
was trash.
yeah.
Shit, you know, I tasted a little sweetness from the, you know, all the bullshit, you know, the sugars and the shit. But it's all processed sugar.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been eating real sugars for so long that my body was like, dude, why?
What are you
And I
doing?
was like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just wanted to see it, kind of like prove something to
You,
myself.
you responded to your body. You're like, I just wanted to see.
I get apple cider donuts from the farmer's market. Fucking delicious.
Yeah?
Dude, you're
There's so
killing
many
me.
different treats and stuff. Like once you learn, there's so many different
Apple
treats.
cider.
You know that
donuts?
happened to
Apple
us.
cider donuts, bro.
What does that
That sounds
mean?
kind of bomb. That
You
sounds
go
kinda
to a
bomb.
farmer's market and they most likely have them there.
Okay.
In New York, they tend to have them more because there's a lot of apple orchards up there. So the apples there, like
I love apples.
dude, I'm like I've gotten to, I know all the different types now. The Fiji, the Granny Smith,
Yeah.
the red apple. I
Yeah.
mean, there's so
Honey
many.
Crisp.
The Honey Crisp.
Yeah.
The
Honey Crisp are bomb.
Pink Lady.
And Fuji's bomb too.
Pink Lady. There's so many different
Wow, I'm
kinds.
so interested, like straight up.
There's so many different kinds.
Yeah,
And
once you start going, bro, I go to Whole Foods every week. I don't
Yeah,
shop
yeah,
at
yeah.
Publix. You know what I mean? Or like I'll go to Publix to get like some essentials and some shit, maybe some toilet paper or some shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I shop at Whole Foods every week.
You
and
live
you-
across-
you
But to
learn.
play devil's advocate, like some of these places like Publix and stuff, they're starting to have like what's called like superfood sections.
For sure,
And Whole
for
Foods,
sure.
because they know they got to compete.
They got to compete
They
with
got to
Whole
compete.
Foods.
So
yeah.
you can go there, you can get agave, you can
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
dates, you can get you can
Depending on which Publix, because the one by
Okay.
my house is like
Okay.
a little hood, you know what I mean? Because it's 152 and shit, and they don't have like the best shit. But like the one in the crossings, way better shit.
Yeah.
You could tell the difference between the 152 and the one in the crossings.
And it's those areas like neighborhoods that don't have like a lot of Whole Foods, they refer to them like in the vegan world, they refer to them as food deserts.
Right.
And then it's like, and it's true. It's like they make it harder for people who lived in impoverished neighborhoods to get whole foods.
For sure.
Because, there is, systematic oppression is real, bro.
Yeah.
Plus,
Like
Whole Foods is not going to grow as quick as Publix would because they're not as concerned with their margins.
But I think you mean Whole Foods, not the brand. Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
He's talking about like getting Whole Foods.
Just getting Whole
gotcha.
Foods in general. Like how he's saying the supermarket in the hood Publix doesn't have a superfood section where they would sell Whole Foods.
Not
as
you know, it's not 152 is not the hood, but like it's the market there is all Cuban and Colombian. They don't give a shit about no Whole Foods. You know what I'm saying? It's like depending on the market. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So it's like, but they do that it's almost on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they know, because there's people in the hood that they want to eat that, but they got to go the extra length now. They got to go further. They got to. So I'm lucky I don't live in one of those areas.
That's a big problem for us. Like we have nowhere to eat around our area because like there's barely anything there's like 2 places that I ordered fucking Uber Eats from. You know what I mean?
That's why learning to make a lot of this stuff yourself becomes beneficial. Of course. And you save money, and then you get to freak it the way you want. Like that. What's the name taco? I was saying the blue tape.
Right.
Well, I mean the purple tape, it's everything has like all the onions, the mushrooms, everything, and it was brolic. You seen it? Like I can't go get that nowhere. I can't go get that nowhere.
Oh no, the shit you make at home is always the best.
Yeah. Oh man, I made like this this soup where it was like the mushroom soup, and then one of the times I added magic mushrooms to it, and I think it hit harder by cooking it. I don't know if it was just me, and I maybe I got a little heavy handed,
right?
And it wasn't a microdose, but it was like a better high too. It was just felt like amazing, like eating it that way.
I had a similar experience to like your Dunkin' Donuts shit, and it was with cereals. Like me and Sophia got to talking about like the old cereals, and I was like Honey Smacks and Apple Jacks, and we were like, we looked at each other, we're like, let's go to Publix, you know what I'm saying? So we fucking went to Publix. We got some old cereals, man. Them shits were not nearly as good as I remember, bro. We romanticized them shits, man. Yeah. Because we've been eating on and off like some of those like Whole Food cereals, and like those are pretty good, and I think I got used to the taste of those. You know what I'm saying?
I can't, bro. I like Reese's peanut butter puffs. Frosted Flakes still to this day.
But they have a Reese's, like the Reese's peanut butter.
Get off those, bro.
Bro. Yeah. Frosted Flakes is literally pure sugar, dog.
I can't, bro.
But Whole Foods has a good peanut butter, like a peanut butter balls, basically, replacement. That's one that they have a good replacement.
That's what the Reese's is, basically.
Yeah, that's what the Reese's is.
I'm down to try that.
They have a good replacement for that.
Well, you see how you refer to it as kind of like addictive? That's totally how I refer to people eating meat. You're addicted.
Yeah.
And to process sugar and all that, it's an actual real life addiction.
For sure.
Like how someone's addicted to like heroin, it's the physical, you get the withdrawals.
Yeah, your body's calling
it's
for
all
it.
there. It's only difference is that the whole society embraces it into the culture. They don't embrace heroin like they do. Like they don't,
like McDonald's.
Yeah. Like you see a heroin addict and you kind of like look down on them.
Right.
You see a guy eating like mad crappy food, you applaud him half the time. They're like, hey, look, you're eating that fire.
Yeah.
And like, bro, you're eating garbage, bro, and you're
what
just
was
getting
that whole
high.
shit with the chicken sandwiches? This whole fucking bro, that shit had me dying.
A couple people died.
Yeah.
Over a chicken
sandwich. Chicken sandwiches, bro.
Bro, man, so we gotta do better as a society, bro.
Yeah, definitely. No argument here.
I was already stopped, but I seen people that eat chicken sandwiches still, and they were like, bro, it was nothing special. Nothing special about that.
I mean, even if it was the best chicken sandwich, who cares?
No, they were like, dude, you can get a way better chicken sandwich at some like mom and pop spot or whatever, but there was nothing special about that shit. It was all like social media storm.
Of course.
People just building up shit that's not something. Yeah.
Well, speaking of shit that Tropic don't eat, let's get to the bento box.
It's the bento box.
Who was it that suggested that it should be called the Vento box?
The Vento box. I think that was a marketing genius by the name of Orion.
Orion. Yo, straight up, that is a good suggestion. I still been thinking about it. Yeah.
How does it play on the words? Is it play on words?
Yeah, well, it's called the bento box.
Yeah,
But he said we should call it the vento box because
the
people calling into vent.
I get
you know
it
what I'm
now.
saying?
Yeah, no, I was like, how is it a flip?
Yeah,
Okay, I get
yeah,
it.
that's
Damn,
a pretty
I'm
good.
slow.
That's pretty
Give
good.
me with the
though.
wonk
Yeah,
right
with the
quick.
womp, you asked for it, son.
I need that. I'm high as hell still off that shit.
It's good. It's good to humble yourself. I want myself all the time. Maybe not all the time, but I've done
I
it
don't know
multiple
how it
times.
went over
Not
my
enough.
head. That was
Not
so
enough.
clever. It went over my head.
There's a couple of missed opportunities.
You got bars, man. Orion got bars. What's the phone number, man?
561-708-0072.
And what happens when they call
You
in?
call the hotline, you leave a message, you let us know what you're thinking about,
Okay.
right? What's going on in your head, what's going on in your community. You plug your upcoming show, you plug your upcoming album, right? You drop a verse, we pick a winner, we hand out merch, we say who the best call was,
Okay.
right? All that happens at the bento box number 561-708-0072.
Damn, son, that was pretty good.
Yeah, he nailed that.
Dropping a bomb on that one too.
I remember when he was messing up the number. All the
Right?
time. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, man. Hey, you've come a long way, man.
Thanks, man.
That's, I'm
Okay,
proud.
okay.
Yeah.
I have this theory that Rene is actually the star of the show. I was telling him the other day. He got a
Okay.
little, he got a little,
It's what we were saying
Yeah.
earlier, right? Like I wouldn't do anything that I do if it weren't to upset him. So, you're like
right.
a key component.
Yeah. But, and I'm not saying that like one's more important than the other, but I'm saying like the thing that I think has resonated with people
Yeah.
is like all the crazy shit that Rene does. You know what I mean? Because when
Okay.
you look on social media and shit, like the people that are talking about the podcast, that's mostly what they're talking about, you know?
After your writing career takes off, Renee's just gonna take the pod and just branch off and go to the next level.
Yeah, the shit's
Joe
gonna
Rogan,
go- yeah.
Joe Rogan level.
This is going to go way crazier than I would ever allow
Bigger
it
than
to.
drink champs and all that shit.
This shit'll burn down in a week.
Yeah.
Dre leaves.
Yeah.
This shit'll fucking be like, you come in here, it was like crime scene.
The plant will be the dead plant will be here.
It'll be back.
It'll just come back.
But I'm just like on the show, I feel like I'm just the like the straight guy, like the anchor. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
Rene is like the crazy neighbor. He's like the fucking
Yeah,
Kramer.
yeah.
So
Okay,
like he
okay.
gets more.
He comes in with the door crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just did the bento box thing really good.
no, you did. That was really good.
That was anchorish.
I was
It
telling
was.
him on the right here that like his car is like a third character.
His car.
His Mustang.
Okay.
Because it gets referenced a lot. I noticed.
does it? Does
It
it?
does.
Okay,
It gets
okay.
referenced a lot here and there.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
stories in that Mustang.
They talk about his Mustang all the time. Shout outs to his Mustang, man.
Shout out to the Mustang.
Second
Word
time
up,
he
man.
gave me a ride.
Shout out to
Yes.
Charlie and Tucker too. They don't get enough shout outs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no,
Charlie
for
and Tucker,
sure.
that's the homies. Let's get to this message.
Ella es calladita, pero pa' ser toda atrevida, yo sé marihuana y bebida. What's up, guys?
What up?
Up? It's your boy Alex
Yes, it
here
is.
up, Alex?
in the flesh, in the mix. Hey man, great
Yes.
show with Leo. Kerfuffle, are you fucking kidding me? Kerfuffle? Kerfuffle! Brilliant! Awesome shit, bro.
Curveball.
Anyways,
Yes.
man, great show. You guys are the best ever.
Thanks, man.
To follow up on my last call, just wanted to let you guys know that the other day, man, I started listening to Kerfuffle, and I went into like this place where it was like if I was listening to like the Joe Rogan podcast or or like Jordan Peterson or
Okay.
like
Humble.
I was like, wow, man, like I was really laid back. I was on cruise control, autopilot, all of that, and it was fucking awesome. So congratulations, guys. You guys are fucking doing it.
That's what the
Hey.
fuck
Thank
is up,
you,
man.
man.
Keep it rocking.
You're doing it.
Peace.
That was a cool call.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
what's
man,
up,
that
man.
was nice, man.
That's
Yeah,
dope,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
shout out to Alex once again, man.
He's the one doing it, really, man.
The Bento Box MVP.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I gotta say, man.
He just loves us. He's biased. You know what I mean?
no. That's a great compliment, man.
Yeah,
That's a huge compliment. You know, we're not anywhere near that league. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like, look, if anyone could play our shit on the way to work or while at work or doing whatever it is that you're doing, and you're listening to me and this dude just talk shit, you know what I'm saying?
no,
I salute you. You know what I mean? That's what's
I
up.
listen to it. I repost it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate that shit. We
Yeah,
really
yeah,
do,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like we don't take that shit for granted.
No,
you know
not
what I
at
mean?
all.
True that.
And speaking of Leo, man, she was awesome, dude.
Yeah. She was fun to have.
We
on the
got to
show
get her
last
back
week
on
for
here.
sure.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Is that the one that said she was one of my favorite guests?
On the Star Wars?
Yes.
Yeah. She was great.
She was dope,
She
man.
gets the stamp. For
And
sure.
I also liked your cousin.
Javi?
Javi, that goes by
You and him,
Dennis.
y'all be Dennis Godman.
Yeah.
Y'all be going at each other on Twitter. It's funny.
Oh,
It's
is that the one?
That's Mind on the Finish Line.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and he's cool in real life. I
He's
guess.
cool in real life. Yeah.
he's but he be wilding on Twitter.
He be wilding.
He
on
wilds
Twitter.
on Twitter.
Yeah?
He wilds on Twitter.
Yo, Javi on Twitter. Is
I gotta get on the Twitter, man.
He
Everybody.
goes-
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Twitter is fun. It's funny because I got off Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook is garbage, bro.
Facebook. I mean, and Twitter's starting to be kind of is like I'm starting to like overuse it. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
Right.
Like I'm overusing it, kind of like how I did Facebook, and you know, I feel like if I fall back, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I fall back, I'm okay.
Twitter's my favorite one. I've always said it. You know, out of all of them.
And I also like the episode with the dude that's a chef. I think it was your friend.
Yeah, Gustavo, Chef
That
Gustavo.
was
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that episode.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that episode.
man.
That was a good one
He
too.
really knew his shit too.
He knew his shit.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna have a food demo next time.
Okay.
So we
He
can
said
show
it, not us.
Yes.
Okay.
He said
We
it.
could
I,
teach
you
like
know,
a
I know. I
cooking
just like
class,
how
it'll be
much
that'll
he
be
wanted,
the episode.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
No, please.
No, I just like how much he wanted to like keep getting high. He just kept mentioning like, "Hey, are we gonna smoke again? Is
Yeah.
there more weed here?" Or was that?
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, this guy's a pothead. He's just like me,
Yeah.
total fucking pothead."
That's been cool, man. It's like, again, like we say this a few times, but it's like getting to talk to chop it up with people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I've even had people on here that I've known for mad long that I've never even really had like a chop it up kind of conversation with her. So it's cool to like
Okay.
sit down with these people and see where everybody's heads at. And
yeah,
shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Like Brandon Beatwave, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we've kicked it a
Okay.
bunch of times, we've worked together and all that shit, but like we've never sat down and really had a fucking 2-hour convo. You know what I mean? So
Okay,
it's like
okay.
cool to be able to do that and shit, man. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
definitely, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
True that.
Anything you want to plug? And you got any?
Nah. I just want to plug. I guess just check me out at Tropic 2.0 on Twitter. Tropic 2.0 on Instagram. That's all I'm doing. You know, just staying healthy, helping people get healthy. I help my mom go plant based.
You know what I love, man? That I think it's on your Twitter profile. Like you got a description of all the shit you do, and the first thing you put is plant based.
Yeah.
Before DJ, before everything else.
I
you
think
know?
it's just it's taking the forefront of my life. You
Yeah.
know, it's helped me out so many ways,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So many ways, and then I've been able to help other people.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, it's not until you're ready, like and it's usually because you're already like hurting.
Right.
We usually wait to like something serious, not serious, but something that we don't want to live with anymore.
Right,
Usually,
right.
and that's like we shouldn't have to wait that long, but I've noticed no one's really trying to embrace it until they
Until
have
they need to.
a main reason for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but. I mean, either way, it works out as long as you come over to the dark side, as I refer to it.
I think a couple generations from now, it'll be pretty standard, because I think people are finding out, like, you went pescatarian. Honestly, like,
Yeah.
I've not been able to cut out the sugars, but I am trying to, you know what I mean? So, like, everyone's more aware. And if I can be more aware, you know what I mean,
Okay.
then definitely I think people are becoming more aware of
And more of these places that like sell whole foods and are opening up, and there's more
Yeah.
farmers
Yeah, no,
markets
yeah,
and
definitely.
shit like that too.
But
you know?
yeah, I definitely challenge you to try to like eat healthier. Shawty, I challenge you to go 2 months instead of like 2 weeks or like a week. You said.
Yeah.
Try to go 2 months without fish.
Without
See how
fish.
you feel, and if you don't like it, go back. Like,
Yeah.
you can always go back.
Yeah.
But I think you will probably stay.
Yeah.
You'll probably
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah, I
Listen,
think-
I never thought that I wouldn't want to go back to steak, and
Yeah,
I
no.
have no fucking desire to have a steak.
because the pros outweigh the cons.
And
Yeah.
just so
I'm
you
not gonna
know-
front. I did crave a pepperoni pizza recently.
Did you
know?
have it?
No, of
It's
course
probably
not.
because of the
course not.
cheese mainly, more than
Nah,
the
it's the pepperoni.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, it's the pepperoni.
Okay.
Yeah.
I eat salami like all the time. Listen, yeah, I've actually gotten like a lot of compliments. People were saying like from your episode saying that they loved listening to you talk about the health thing and that they learned something, you know.
Awesome.
That's still one of my favorite episodes. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. I hope they like this episode.
Yeah,
man.
no,
this
but
episode, I feel like I don't know. I was more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you guys. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
we are too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was our third podcast.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
This is
okay.
what episode is this?
This is 61.
61.
61.
All right.
Wow, I didn't realize that was only your third guy. I mean, I just didn't. It didn't occur to me.
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
only our third show.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so
I
like
mean,
we still don't know what the fuck we're
You
doing.
guys
but we've
evolved greatly.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I like.
Thank you, man.
it.
We're all evolving, man. That's
Hopefully,
that's
I get
the
to come
beautiful
back.
thing.
Hopefully, I get to come back.
Dre's
course,
getting
man.
better and I'm getting worse, and it's kind of cool. You
Yeah.
know? It's like working out.
Yeah.
You meet
Like
back
finding
around.
the sweet spot.
We'll meet back around. We'll circle back unless the Earth is flat.
Oh shit!
Hey,
you
that
guys
kind of
talking-
rhyme. We circle back unless the Earth is flat. Bars.
Bars.
Oh man.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
real quick. I know we're probably gonna end soon, right?
Yeah, go. Say what you
your
gotta
your
say.
new film coming out. Your short film.
Sophism.
When is there like release date?
There is not a release date, but we have an outlet to that. There's an outlet that's gonna
Pick
put
it
it
up?
out. Yeah,
Okay,
that's gonna
okay.
put it out. So it's very soon,
Okay.
and it's a pretty well known outlet. And yeah, bro, it's
Would
not
you
like
say? Would you say like summer before summer maybe? Or
I'm saying in the next few weeks.
oh, okay,
probably.
sweet.
Yeah,
All right.
Nice.
Because I didn't think I saw anything like about like the
We
release.
we don't have an exact date, and we don't want to like commit to an exact date because it's kind of like in their hands at
Oh,
this
got you,
point. Like,
got you.
know what I'm saying?
Got
So yeah, they're gonna. It's not like they're releasing it, but I'm saying it's like a
They're
publication.
distributing it, right?
No,
Okay.
we
So-
are.
All right. So what
It's
are they
it's
doing
a big
exactly?
publication that's gonna premiere it. So it's gonna be like on a publication
Kind
that's
of like Vice or something.
Exactly, like a well known.
Got you. Got you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't wait
me
to
too.
see your acting debut too.
My acting debut,
Okay.
did a little acting. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
got
because
a
you have
sneak peek.
acted in like your videos,
Right.
Your video, which
Nah,
is like
nah, but this
not
is
the
different.
same, right?
I got a sneak peek. Homie
This-
killed it. Homie killed it.
Okay,
man.
okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I was a little more comfortable than I thought I would be.
All right.
Yeah.
But I don't think I killed
That's the
it.
first thing. No, you did. You were comfortable, man. Like I'm telling you.
Also, I want to
can't- you
give
know
you
you
your
see-
props though.
Yeah.
I think I want to give Shotty's props because Shotty is like a real life Renaissance man.
Yes,
Niggas
he
don't,
is, man.
and he's so humble. He's like low key. Well, he's like humble. He don't really brag like that. But the dude writes like films. He writes raps. He's
He's a
produced
dope,
music.
He's a dope rapper.
Super dope rapper.
Yeah.
Produced music.
No, yeah,
Guys,
No,
stop.
no.
Dude, what is
The
he
guy-
not? Yeah, dude is a modern day. Yo, props, my
I
brother.
appreciate
props.
you, bro. I
Props,
appreciate
bro,
you for
props.
real. I don't
We
take that
yeah.
shit for granted. I
Because
really
we don't
man.
give roses like we need to
Yeah.
give the flowers while we still can. No pun intended. Darkest rose, blackest rose.
Okay.
You know,
Bars.
One of my favorite. One of my
Bars.
favorite of your projects.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what's up, man.
yeah, and yeah, dog, you definitely deserve that prop, that respect. I think people know it, but you know, we're just not culturally, wired to like just give people props because then people think, oh, you're on this guy's
Yeah,
dick.
Like, yeah, that shit is. Yeah,
Nah,
I
dog,
know
this
what
guy
you mean.
deserves props. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
no, I think it boils down to in a lot of cases, and especially in Shotty's cases, like I know you do, you're a marketing person, but I also know that you're more of an artist. Like that's
Yeah,
your
creative.
preferred role.
He's a
you know?
creative.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, so, having to then do the artistic part and do the marketing part is just like very difficult for
It's a
one
lot.
person, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
You know?
I
Yeah.
know. But you worked with Garcia.
It's a
Shout
matter
outs
of
to
time.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Garcia
saying?
did his fucking thing on this movie, man.
Yeah.
Did his fucking thing, and like
Okay.
I say that as like I want to be a director myself, so it's
Okay.
like I wouldn't just give my material to anyone. I'm
Gotcha.
precious about my writing. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? So like I don't, I wouldn't just give it to anyone.
Yeah.
So like Garcia is someone that I trust
Yeah.
that he understands what I'm trying to say with the
Yeah.
script and shit
Okay,
like that. You know what I
okay.
mean? And I
He
trust him
understood
as a
your vision.
filmmaker. Like
Gotcha.
he can put shit together. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
he's talented.
yeah.
I seen his videos and stuff.
And he's been like that, I think, since the beginning, even as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I think Garcia knows how to like package shit really well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And he's helmed your stuff before. He did Siblings, right?
he did Siblings also.
Yeah. So you guys got history.
yeah, we've got like a
Yeah.
little partnership going. We've also written a feature script together. Like
Yeah,
we do a lot of shit together.
Okay,
Man.
okay.
I wrote on a music video that he did for Sting and Shaggy.
Oh, okay.
They have like there's a dialogue scene in there where they're like playing cops and shit like that.
Okay, you wrote the scene.
I wrote the scene, so I got Sting and Shaggy reading like doing my dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
That's like some GOAT level shit.
It's kind of dope, man.
That's pretty GOAT level-ish.
So shout out to Garcia, man. Garcia
shout out
definitely like put me in that situation. You know what I mean?
Remember that song you let me hear that you guys made
with Scam?
Yeah,
shit was a banger. Shit was a banger. We never released it.
You ate him on his own shit, though.
Damn.
Shout out to Garcia.
Hey, Tropic said it. I didn't say it.
Yo, you ate. But you know, his shit was dope. He did the hook.
Scam killed it too.
Yeah. No, Scam did the hook, right? Oh no, he did the beat.
I don't even think there was a hook.
Okay, yeah, there was no hook.
I don't even think there was a hook. Yeah. I think the hook was just Garcia talking, screaming.
That's
screaming.
Right. That's right. Yeah. That shit was hard though.
Yeah,
that shit was hard. And then, dude, that line you said about Deadpool.
I said something about Deadpool. That's right. I'm like a skinny Deadpool, some shit.
Oh man, you heard that? You ever heard that track?
Probably, yeah.
Oh man,
I don't think so. Yeah.
No,
I did it like fairly recently, like a couple years ago. You know.
Yeah. Is that like your last shit? Was that like your last?
That and I did something with Agony.
Okay.
And yeah, that was my last shit.
Okay. Yeah. Fire.
I want to do music, man. I want to do music. I just want to do it when I feel it. I don't want to fake it if I ain't feeling it, bro. Yeah. Because like I don't believe, we talked about it a little bit, but like I don't believe music is intellectual. I believe music is a feeling.
Okay.
Dog.
Okay.
And if I'm not feeling it right now, then I'm not gonna do it for the sake of doing it, for knowing, oh, I could write 16 hot bars or whatever. Like, you know, I need to feel it, dog. I need to feel like I'm actually saying something, you know.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I appreciate the props, man. It's all whenever I get props and shit, I almost feel uncomfortable.
It's well deserved.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely well deserved.
I appreciate it, man. And you know, I think highly of you too, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that for real.
Yeah, it's been all love. I'm fucking telling you, you're the star of the show. This has been like the love episode. Or shit.
Okay.
Should have been episode 69.
And with that in mind, I think
no, it's not.
Okay.
Whoa, dog! What the fuck? Yo, you just ruined the entire episode. I think we should go back to the beginning, re-record this shit.
Man,
that's funny. That was kind of funny.
It's not, you guys, I was just like, you guys didn't get it.
Nah, I never advocated for.
I totally fell for it.
Yeah.
Really?
I never advocated for a pause button, but I think that was the best. That was the best one.
Best use
we need a pause. Hold on.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. We need a fucking pause button. All right, man.
Way to save it.
Where can they reach us, bro?
They can reach us on the internet at www.humansushibar.com. That's our website. Go on there so we get some traffic. Go to the
That's tremendo sales tactic. Yo, go on there so we get some traffic.
Yeah, just click in for a second and then click
Buy
out.
our shit so we get some money. It's not about you.
No, what the
Yo,
fuck?
go on the website. You can get some merch on there. I'm wearing some of it right now. You know what I'm saying? We got hoodies. I think we even got pants now, if I'm not mistaken.
We got mugs.
Yeah.
We got pants.
We got mugs. We got phone cases.
We got phone cases.
All kind of shit. It's kind of fly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So go on there. You can also reach us on Instagram at Human Sushi Podcast.
Yeah, that's
Am I correct?
That's our IG.
We're still not on Twitter. We're still not on the other ones. We're on Facebook, so just look up Human Sushi. Don't click on it if it's a porn site.
Spread the word, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Word.
And
Spread
again,
the word.
thanks for coming through to my man Tropic. Thanks for the Soul on Ice. And as always, thanks for the great conversation, man.
Yeah,
thanks
it
for
was
having me.
great time.
Both of you guys. Thanks for having me.
Of course,
Likewise,
man.
man.
Of course.
Thank you.
All right, and we out.
It's a love fest up in here, y'all. Peace.